everybody! Good evening, one and all! Come one, come all! To more Monster Sanctuary. Now, with sound. How are you doing? Sorry for the longer break, everybody. Longer break, is that the right phrasing? I don't think it is, but you know what I mean, I had to take a few days off from streaming because there was a lot going on. Hey honey, welcome in chat and welcome in my room. Double trouble, I guess. There was a lot going on in my personal life. I'm not gonna go into it in any detail, mostly because I want this stream to be a happy place and all. But yeah, lots and lots of things going on. So, where have we been? Looks like we were close to the Goblin King. I do have to take care of that turn. Because, you see, I did start playing on my Switch as well, because Monster Sanctuary was quite cheap on the Switch recently, and I was like, you know what, why not? Why not get it again? Because it was only like $6, together with considering the fact that we only... What did I want to say? Oh, right. Considering the fact that I love this game and it has a lot of replay value. Hey, thanks honey, thank you for the resubscription. 9 months, yes, you are ahead of Sleepy that way. I think Sleepy was at 8 months, if I'm not misremembering. Yeah, you are 1 month ahead of Sleepy. Congratulations, congratulations. So, what did I want to say? But Monster Sanctuary is a great game, and considering it has the Infinity Arena and stuff like that, I didn't mind having it on the go as well. So, let's remind ourselves what this kind of team was. I see I have the same problem here as I have in my Switch playthrough. I have way too few monsters that do physical damage on this team. I have Bruno, half of Murica, and nothing else. Alright, okay, King Blob is more of a supporter, so I guess King Blob can come as well. So, okay, let's try to remind ourselves what all these little things did. That's always the problem when you have an entirely different team all of a sudden. Okay, yes. Okay, let's get rid of you first. You are wounded as well. This was my New Game Plus playthrough, so I will probably have to be a little more careful around most of those than I was in my regular playthrough. And I should probably do a few of those random encounters just to get back into the swing of things. Also, maybe I should optimize this team a little more, because comparable to my other team, this is kind of sucky if I'm completely honest. Do we want to go for restore? Yeah, you know what, let's restore. He does have a couple of debuffs. Which is weird considering the fact that I have that many bosses in the team, but all things considered, I guess a boss does not make a great team. Murica, fuck yeah! Oh yeah, that's the American way. But yeah, my other team uses a lot of regular monsters, and a lot of them are better than some of these bosses. Probably not in terms of stat line, but for the overall team composition. I guess you can see that you don't necessarily have to have the highest health, the highest stat total to be in the game and stuff like that and valuable. Caraglow best baby. Someone has favorites. I don't think I have my... Wait, yeah, no, I do have everything in this playthrough. What I'm even talking about? I have everything in this playthrough. I don't remember if I ever used the Caraglow and Manticorp. Well, I did use a Manticorp for a long time, but that's the main reason why I don't want to use it again. Just because I'm forcing myself to do something new. I guess you can only force yourself to do something new so many times before you run out of good things to do. Caraglow was actually one of the ones that would have been recommended for the Vertrag fight I've been struggling with today. So that's something that's going on. That's interesting. I think the one of the combinations was the Caraglow plus Brutus and something else. I think the last one was the Katzerka, maybe. I ultimately managed to do the fight with Yaoi, the Manticorp, and the Katzerka. That's my combination. My winning team. So, do we have a live wave here? Here it is, flaunting your wealth of monsters. What can I say? Noblesse oblige. But yeah, my Wealth of Monsters is quite nice. I do have to say, while I do enjoy collecting everything again on my Switch playthrough, I'm very happy that I won't have to do that for this one. We are definitely going to fight all the bosses, but because I want to defeat them, but not having to get them to 5-star ratings each and every single time is nice. So I do have my key to victory. I have been thinking about maybe switching a few of these things around, but then I decided against it, mostly because I was like, okay, you know what, I barely have any idea what to do right now anyway, so might as well actually get to know this team first before we start switching stuff around. So, whom of you do I fear the most? You know what? You are the one that has broken armor right now, so let's break that armor a little more, shall we? Oh yeah, that's the power of Brutus. Brutus is always such a weird niche case to me, because with Brutus it's always like, okay, yeah, he doesn't do anything specific, but he does a lot of non-specific things. That's always weird to me. I never know what to think of Brutus. He definitely does a good job at what he does, but I'm never 100% happy with him, if that makes any sense.
A very special snowflake.
Well, you heard my girlfriend. I present to you the voice of my girlfriend.
Here, I talk.
You can say that you are queer, honey. This is a queer-friendly space.
Yes, honey, I know, but I was just like, yeah, but I just talk.
Fair enough, fair enough. Can't blame anyone for just talking. Guess this is a just chatting stream after all.
Oh no.
Is this your first taste of streaming, honey? How do you enjoy the million audience out there?
I would like to say I would like to thank the parents.
Not because they helped you get here, you just like to thank them in general?
Yes.
I see, I see.
I got myself here.
Fair enough, fair enough. You literally did exactly that. That is very true. I don't know. Mind if I talk about the co-op thing? Okay. So, my girlfriend and I have been thinking about streaming together at some point in the future. We don't know when exactly, and we are not 100% sure about the what either, because it's mostly a thing of, well, I guess whatever we care to play together at any given point. But it would be a fun experiment, I think. She can test out how much she likes streaming, and I will talk about the rest after this cutscene is over.
Ah! What is this nonsense? Release me, you foul beast!
Don't you know who I am? Who you think you know I am?
I am Astanis, one of the ancient...
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not gonna do voices today. My coughing has been acting up all evening, so maybe I'm just gonna read him normally.
One of the ancient order of alchemists.
Looks like the goblins have caught him already. Serves him right. What's happening here? Did this guy get caught on his own? Who is he exactly anyway? He's a member of an old order of alchemists. It seems like they want to cause chaos in our sanctuary for whatever purpose. An alchemist? In our sanctuary? At this time of year? Localized entirely within the Goblin Fortress? I heard stories about them, but I had no idea they were still around. Yeah. Well, I guess we better put him in chains first, and then we can find out the details. Don't worry about these goblins. They'll listen to the high-ranking monster keeper like me. Unlike you, because you are none, you see. We'll put this guy in a prison cell of the Stronghold dungeon. You should come there later. Come and visit, it's wonderful at this time of year. But first you have to deal with the Goblin King. Goblins don't really listen to reason, so you'll have to deal him the old-fashioned way. I would have loved to do this myself, but duty comes first. And I would make a bad example for you, rookie, if you neglected my own... Wait. And I would make a bad example for you, rookie, if I neglected my own responsibilities. Okay, now I got what you wanted to say. Alright then, see you later. Goblins, let's put this criminal where he belongs. Ah. I can sense a monster of great power behind this door. That must be the Goblin King. Let's take him on. Let's do so. I do worry a little considering how bad we are at dealing physical damage right now, but let's see, let's see. So, I mean, we do need Brutus. I mean, yeah, we do have one team here that has any chance of accomplishing anything, and it is this one. And we're definitely gonna need a barrier. So, I wanted to talk about, my girlfriend and I wanted to do a stream together at some point. Just so she can test out how she would like streaming. And just because it would be fun as well. Just for her.
Screaming. Screaming is one of my favorite things.
Streaming, not screaming. Stream.
Oh!
I mean, we can stream a horror game if you wanna. No? So yeah, we yet have to decide if we are actually going for whatever game. Can I poison anything? Yes, I can. You know what? Let's see if we can get some poison in there. Okay, so the small goblin shaman will just die. But yeah, that's the plan for the future. Something we have been considering would be a replay of It Takes Two, just because that game is wonderful and magical, and it's too good for this sinful world, one could say. But other things, I guess, Monster Hunter, I guess, is always in the running, just because Monster Hunter is a fun game. And yeah, and the rest we would have to see about. We would have to see about anything else. But yeah, there's no fixed date for anything like that yet. It's just an idea for the future, because it could be fun for all involved. Oh my god, I totally forgot that thing can give might buffs. Why the fuck did I not do that yet? Brutus! Jesus Christus! I mean, so far I would say this is kind of fun, isn't it? This is fun, right? This is what fun feels like, right? So, let's see. Let's restore again. Because if Brutus die, we all die. If Brutus die, we all die. If Brutus dies. Also, this bird needs more mana regeneration, because this is sad. This is just sad what's happening there. Heavy punch! You're face to face with greatness and it's high. Yeah, we both know how the song continues from that point on. So, Life Wave! I gotta say, you gotta laugh the Brutus damage, because, oh, all these little chip damage and then there's just Brutus. Bonk! Like, what's that, 15% of the boss health bar with a single hit? Ah, it's an amazing monstrosity. The Goblin King is a very dangerous monster. I know he's very easy to underestimate just because he's a small, weak goblin. He's just a little guy, just a little man. But he can do a lot of AoE damage. I would know, I used the Goblin team at some point. And the Goblin King was... I mean, the best damage dealers in the Goblin team were probably the Goblin King, followed by the Goblin Archer. I think Goblin Hood is what the Archer is called. That was interesting. I just naturally gravitate towards theme teams, one can say. If there's any racial synergy or type synergy in any game whatsoever, I'm always gonna give it a go. Doesn't not matter which kind of game. Like, for example, when I played Magic the Gathering, my favorite deck was a Saproling deck, but I also liked my artifact deck. Wait, no, not Slime Shots. My artifact deck, then I had an elf deck at some point. I never ran a goblin deck because the things died too quickly for my taste. But yeah, there's a lot of cool shit you can do with a theme deck like that, in my opinion. It just feels nice, like everything fits together. Okay, 3-star, honestly I will take it. Hey, and a lot of level ups. Keeper Seeker, new items available at traders. Infinity Arena, now available in the Keeper's Tower. Another champion down. I hope that the Ancient Woods will be more peaceful now. Now we should go back to the prison cells in the Stronghold dungeon. Let's see what the information they got out of that alchemist. Let's see about that indeed, but not only after looting the Goblin King's treasure. money, and a cape. Oh, and I should skill all of you. What can you do, my friend? What can... Oh, bless you. Ooh. Increase the base damage of the first hit of an attack by an additional 30%. Considering that Heavy Punch only has a first hit. Yeah! What does this do? Shield monster party? Ah! Interesting. He has a few support capabilities, which is nice. So, what else do you need in your life? I don't think you need arcane bolts, do you? For every heal applied, the 10% chance to apply poison, weakness, or armor. Enemies with armor break get the critical chance decrease. Are you able to apply armor break yourself? Every magical hit has a chance to apply armor break. You know what? Okay, that works for me. That works for me then. So, Mr. Blob, what else did you have? Apply weakness to a random enemy at the start of combat. Yes, everything you do at the start of combat without needing any more inputs works for me. You know what, I think I'm gonna switch out Patrak. He did a few things, but he definitely wasn't the best one. Scorch, on the other hand, Scorch we need to keep in our team. Because we did want to do something funny with Scorch. Scorch!
He's best baby.
He's a very cute monster. He's probably one of the best designs in my opinion. Also, he was a fan design, funnily enough. The guy you get Scorch from fights you at a certain point, and in his team he only uses fan designs. He has an entire team made of fan creatures, which is pretty cool.
I didn't even know there were just fan designs.
There's a bunch of them, in fact. I can... You know what? Let's take a look at that real quick. Let's go for it. I don't know who exactly is a fan design, but I do know of a few, like for example, where is he? Ah, there he is. The Aurum Tail is a fan design, for example. Same could be said for the Sycophantom.
The fucking magic Mike elephant.
Oh yes, Magic Mike Elephant back at it again. Who else was a fan design? Then the Scorch was a fan design, which is really surprising because he looks like such a mascot character. I have trouble remembering who else was. There were at least 7 fan designs I could think of. And one I can definitely think of is the Plague Egg. The Plague Egg was a fan design winner. I love the Plague Egg. It's...
Very cute.
Oh yes, it is. But yeah, that's just a couple of them. And together with the DLC, the upcoming DLC, we will get even more fan designs. I think we're getting 5 or 6 more fan design monsters. You need help? Ah, you managed to open it. So, what do we level up on you? You know what? Revive is always nice, especially against boss fights. And you are gonna get switched out against, I think I wanted to test out the Ashura. Because the Ashura would fill our physical damage need. And the Ashura is a monster I definitely wanted to test out anyway. Because I love the idea of a monster that just hits and hits a lot. So, also Ashura is a cool name. So, you need Glory, can be stacked additional times. Glory and Sidekick. Oh! Okay, that's pretty good. I did not even know that. You know what? Yes, please. This one first. And then Fiery Punches. Let's get you up to speed on these levels. Okay, I think I want you more on the offensive side. Who do I? Hits all enemies and... Okay, no, that's a single hit. Do I even want that tree? There are a couple of things in that tree that are useful, but I don't think right now. An additional hit, yes, 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 that helps with the Cascade. And the Kindle! Buffs are 20% more effective on this monster. Okay, interesting. Every heal that comes from this monster, active and passive, has a 10% chance to apply Sidekick. Okay, together with a lifesteal, that's pretty sweet. Also, under this stage, we do want the multi-sidekick. Do we want anything else? I guess raw damage would be nice. And considering I don't need anything more right now, I might as well start leveling this tree. And there we go. That's Ashura, the newest addition to the team. Now that I think about it, do I have shift stones still? I do wonder. I do actually have a couple of shift stones left on me. So, can I use them already? I could use them already. Ah. I could. I definitely could. Ooh, slow burn would be very nice for the Scorch. You know what? I think I want the dark shifted Scorch for starters. Oh, I totally forgot that that was a sound effect for shifting. Because whenever I play on the go, I never use sound effects. Oh, and this Ashura is shifted already, I think. What is your shift? Allows the monster to equip 2 weapons. Second weapons or values are reduced by 50%. That's smooth, that's nice. I think the rest of you was shifted already, aside from Murica. So let's check out what Murica could do. Oh, I like the colors of both of the shifts. One of them is a phoenix, the other one is pretty much a regular Murica falcon. And mana cost by 1 for every charge stack. Capped at 15 charge stack. Increases damage dealt. Oh. Can you get charge stacks naturally? Because if you do, you would synergize quite nicely. Yeah, you have a few things here. You have at least one thing. You would synergize quite nicely with the Scorch that way. You know what? We did want to test it out anyway. So another shift stone and shifting you to the true American Eagle. Look at that color scheme. He is Mr. America to you.
But he's very... No, he's not an American. It's just very light.
Yeah, but he's a real bald eagle now in terms of color scheme is what I mean.
Oh my god, yes. America! America, can you hear me?
The true American. So, then we needed equipment for Ashura. I just want to check real quick because I shifted Ashura already. I just want to know what his light shift would do. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, no, dual wield seems to be better there. So, what kind of weapons would you need? Defense, mana regeneration. I mean, you don't really do anything with magic, so raw power is the way to go, I think. Trident, for example. Why not? Why not try? Ooh.
Yourself a trident.
The large shield might be nice, because we could capitalize on the offhand stuff. Ooh, and a heavy mace. You know what? Let's go for the heavy mace in the main hand. Why did I just see the heavy mace? Because right now you don't have anything crit related. Oh, I did. I have so many more weapons here than I have in my Switch playthrough. It's amazing. Haven't even seen a lot of these on my Switch playthrough. So, the big question right now is, do I want the large shield just because it gives me the full offhand bonus? I don't really get anything out of... I don't know, it does not really feel right, if I'm completely honest. I mean, 30 crit defense extra ain't bad. You know what, let's just try it, because how often do we have that? Oh, a female Seishi in the background. Yes, there is a female Seishi in the background. It's my lovely girlfriend.
I am the female Seishi.
Also, hi Ryder. Nice to see you. Nice of you to drop by. It's been a while. I mean, it hasn't been that long. We are speaking to one another in all of the shiny streams whenever I'm at work. How you doing? Hope you're doing good, my friend. So, ooh, I think he might be a good recipient for the poison dart. Because he hit a lot. So this might be the first monster where poison dart actually does something. Also, I should probably check how much mana your skills cost. 125. We are not regenerating enough for that. So, is there anything with a good mana regeneration?
Is there?
I thought you did not want to appear on camera.
It's just female Seishi back at it again.
So yeah, that's my girlfriend Marie.
Yeah.
Can't complain. Can't complain. Okay, that's always the best thing. Does not have to go perfectly as long as everything is going okay-ish. Oh yeah, this is. I love Monster Sanctuary. I know it took a while, but once I got around every mechanic in the game, it became my. And I'm never certain if it's my favorite RP, the creature collector, or my second favorite. It always had a back and forth with Temtem. So slime
Hold
skin.
on, Pokemon?
Never Pokemon. In fact, I could probably name 5 creature collectors I prefer to Pokemon. Which is a shame, but it is the truth. So, Bin and Fang. I don't really. Oh, the dumbbell might do something. You're not in Temtem SMH. Well, I've been playing Temtem yesterday as well. It's not. I'm not really playing it rarely. I'm in there like 2 times a week still, and I'm doing a few things. But I'm not really that big on Temtem right now to do it on stream, I would say, because usually I play a couple of matches and then I get bored and move on to something else. Is probably the best way to say it. I still think it is one of the best creature collectors, but the amount of time it takes to change anything around the game is just so much next to a job. I think I'm just
But it's really great.
I'm not saying Temtem isn't great. I said Temtem is either my favorite or my second favorite creature collector. Also, I'm still looking for a bloody... There it is. Sustain ring.
I mean, I know that like creature collectors are your thing.
Creature collectors are amazing.
Yes.
It's like all the best parts of an well, not all the best parts of an RPG, because like a good story is probably missing in most of them. Some are decent, I would say. I did like the story decently enough in Temtem, even though I was not too fond of the ending.
I like the story.
Have you finished it?
Yes.
Oh, you actually finished Temtem?
Of course I know.
You know, did you? I have no memory of this event.
He always ignores me.
I don't! That's a lie! That's slander! Cease and desist!
It's not and I am so offended right now.
You are so desisted right now. Oh, please don't tell me I don't have a single thing with a water move. A blob?
Blobs in this. Like normal blob.
I'm not sure if I have a normal blob right now.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck, I know.
I guess. Oh, I feel so lonely.
Everything's alright, hon. This is what the...
fucking worm from the Worm franchise makes me...
There is a worm from the Worm franchise. Where the fuck is anything with a water moves? Come on! You can't be serious with me right now, game. Tackle Ghost Form, Summon Rock. Did I really stitch anything with water? Nope, 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 nope. Well, I might have miscalculated when starting this run. Okay, no, this can't be. Do I have a single egg? Grummy. I think Grummies have water moves, don't they? Hello,
Yes.
Grummy. Welcome to the world.
Yes.
There we go. That would have been, could have been awkward for. That could have almost been awkward. Time for yet another boss fight. Against the small bird. Peculiar champion. Let's get it out of the way. Yes, yes, yes. We know all these things. Yeah, we do apparently. I don't know whom to take against the Radugan, if I'm completely honest. My team is also not the best when it comes to elemental coverage, I think. You know what? Ashura is new, so let's give Ashura a try. He only has fire moves, but maybe it is fire moves that are gonna bring us to victory. Are we gonna switch it up? Yeah, no. Let's just go about it like this. Okay. So, I do want the glory buff for the whole party and sidekick to one monster. Please let that monster be Ashura himself. No, it's the Scorch. I can work with that. And barrier. Let's just set up turn 1.
Funny that you have Ashura because I fight Ashura right now.
Ah! Ashura is a very cool monster. He is literally an Indian god. That's not inspiration, that's literally what he is.
Oh, my bad.
No worries, no worries. So what are we doing there? Okay, we did do a decent amount of damage, and okay, you're resistant to fire now, which is bad for me. So I guess we are just gonna bless again. Oh wait, no, we can't stack those yet. Okay, that's bad. Guess Slime King, it's your big turn to do the big damage numbers now. But yeah. So, and a bubble burst. But yeah, it's not like I dislike Temtem. I know a lot of people really ragged about Temtem the last few weeks, and I will fully admit I was not. I also was not really in a big mood for Temtem, but I still think it's a great game for the PvE experience. But it just takes so long to change anything around for competitive, because I actually tried getting back into competitive the last weekend. I did, don't believe me? Well, I did. You'll just have to take my word for it. And I built a stall team. I know, cancel stall. We all know the hatred that exists for stall, but listen to me. Level with me and listen to me. I did build a stall team because I felt like I heard that stall is good right now, and also my two favorite Temtem are Nidrosil and Magmut, and then would give me a good reason to actually use those in a situation, and shit, Ashura is dead, and I don't think any of you can revive, right? Yeah, no. Okay, I will have to use an item then. I will have to use a Phoenix tier then, because otherwise this thing is definitely gonna win here. So, and I did build a new team, and I felt like, hey, you know what, let's add a couple of cool new things to this new team. Because I have a lot of level 100 Tem. I have most of the Tem on level 100 in fact. And a couple I had missing, and two of which I needed for that team. It was a Corran and a Piranha, because I wanted to experiment with Piranha anyway, and looking with thanks to the auction house, I was finally able to get a Pukey. So far so good, wouldn't you agree with? So far so good, you would think. But no, then we had to level this thing up all the way to 100. It took roughly, I don't know, at least 2 hours, maybe 3 hours to get them to level 100. Was I the most efficient at it? No, I just did the grind. And of course, whenever I got tired and stuff like that, I maybe clicked on another YouTube video or stuff like that in the meantime. Oh, that's not good. That's oh, Slime King, you're still alive. Well done, Slime King, you're still alive. But, it just takes too long. I don't understand why they made level 100 the level for competitive. I really don't. It makes no sense to me, because it takes forever to get to level 100. I don't know. If it's a grind, that's where the grind itself is fun, I would not mind. For example, Monster Hunter is the game just about grinding, and the grinding in Monster Hunter is great. Or, in Temtem scenario, it would be if the grind would be something where I fought stuff like the arena, the gym master and stuff like that. If that was one way to grind, I would gladly do it as well. But no, the grind is the old school, kill the same thing 100 times over and over again, and eventually it will work out for you. And that's just not interesting. It wasn't a problem while I was still looking for a job, because it was not like I had anything better to do each day, let's be honest. But now that I work for 42 hours a week and do who knows what else on the side, spend time with friends, spend time with my lovely girlfriend over there, cook, clean a household and everything, it's just too much time. It's just too much time. Like,
Yes, I don't know how the song goes, but yes, he's the best cook I ever met.
Thank you very much. But yeah, it's just too much of it. And even if they are level 100 already, there's still the grind. Well, not really a grind. There's still the TVs. And just doing the TVs almost burnt me out again once I reached level 100. Because you have to go to the 3 different vendors and buy and constantly check for stats and use an additional website. It's just too much, it's just too much. I really hope they are smoothing it down for the full release. Like, for example, there are a few things they could do that would probably make it a lot smoother. Like, for example, give us sliders for TV, just so we can just move things around, and by moving them around, adjust our values. That would work great in my opinion. Like, for example, the same as it is in Pokemon Showdown. There is a reason so many people that like Pokemon are not playing competitive Pokemon in an actual Pokemon game, but rather in a browser-based app.
No, he's angry.
He's angry indeed. And this is not going all that well. I think if I waste most of my restoration items, I can still get through this, but it's definitely not gonna be a good victory here. We're definitely not gonna get an egg from this guy. Ah, sorry about that. So, yeah, you're the only one that can still do stuff this turn. But yeah, the grind is my biggest problem right now. Everything else I love about Temtem, but the grind is just too much. Same goes for the weeklies. I like the dojo rematches. The dojo rematches are great fun, but stuff like the postal service and so like, or the coish fishing, or the fucking free time initiative, all take forever to complete. Like, there was one point where I really did try to do the free time stuff again, because I needed money. So I did the optimal strat with, I think, the Whiplump, the Momo, and the Oshiara to farm the Hazrat, because I was like, you know what, if I'm going for free time because I need money right now, might as well go for it. And I think I gave up after noticing that I'm not even halfway done after 3 or 4 hours of capturing those bloody things over and over again. It's just too much. It's just too much. And let's just go for the kill here. I think we can clutch this one out. I think we can clutch it out. Ah, it's such a shame. I don't know. I still have the suspicion that the game is currently this grinding. Oh no, please don't tell me he's gonna finish me off this close to victory. Well, he did finish me off this close to victory. You know what? I will come back here later. This seems like a problem for later in the game. Maybe I should not have brought this Grammy out to open the gate after all. Maybe the game was trying to tell me something by not opening the gate for me. So, at least I now have a few more physical fighters to get through these encounters. Ooh, we have double flurry of blows. You know what? That sounds like a good idea. Might it up. And then just rage. Oh yeah, see those damage numbers. Oh, the damage numbers. Although Ashura's damage looks kind of pitiful compared to Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. It was our wedding day. Oh, I love it when we sing. I don't say that I don't enjoy it, but I just don't want to stream it because I don't enjoy it enough to play it for like 4 hours straight. At least not right now. If they make it easier to switch the team stuff around, I would probably start playing it again, because I'm someone that likes to experiment. I don't even need them to speed up grinding. After all, I have pretty much everything on max level anyway. At this point, like, there's only a handful of creatures still missing from my collection. But even switching around TVs... Wait, no. TVs? No, it is TVs. Just takes too long. Can I get up there? Maybe with the help of Murica.
How we say in Austria,
One day. Oh, I can go back here. Okay, where the... Oh, I'm up here. Huh. Okay, I guess that's one way to get back, but not one I'm interested in right now. Boo. Okay. Well, okay, so we still have the option if we want to. Great. Anything... Alright, another lightning puzzle, I guess. Boop. What do we have here? Hazelnuts. Have I fed my monster stuff? Now that I think about it. Okay, you are fed, so Ashura is the only one that still needs food. I guess the only thing we can really do for him is crit damage, because we should probably go into the direction of crits at some point. Even though the point is not right now. Oh, maybe check what's over there first. Ah, small guys, just a little guy. Anything else? Oh, the mole bear. I don't think I have to really recapture everything here again. And I also don't think I can get up there. No, I do need improved flying for that. Oh, the mole bear. Have you been wrecked by the mole bear yet again? The terrifying mole bear back at it again. Oh, come on. Just hit the the torch squatch. There we go. Boop. I don't know why, but igniting torches in games like this in the walls in a dungeon always feels kind of satisfying to me. Like, it's small progress. It's visual progress. Literally. So I should probably fight a few more things than I do right now, but I'm feeling lazy. I'm feeling lazy. And then I attack from behind. Haha! So I think I still needed to finish some point somewhere, but I can't remember it anymore, so let's just move on with our lives, shall we? The other rock! Haven't used the other rock in a while. Don't think I've used it at all today, but I do remember the other are carrying a lot of stuff. Carrying several games, in fact. Can you guys take out one of the glowflies turn 1? You're not doing too much damage there, King Slime, but you did poison 2 of them, so that's alright with me. Honestly, AoEs in terms of damage never really feel worthwhile, but they do feel pretty good when it comes to spreading the debuffs. Ooh, Azarak, you are not doing too great there, buddy. You are not doing great there, buddy. Shadow Storm again. Have those things healed? I think they have healed, because I'm pretty sure they were in a worse shape when I last hit them. So can you die to poison? No, you can't. Ah, I still have to relearn those values here. Because usually the things do a lot more poison damage in my other playthrough, but that's mostly because they have a lot more passive abilities that increase poison damage as well. So, hey, we are shredding those buffs. I really like the Azarak. It's such a cool thing. It never feels like it fits in any teams I built though, which is a bit of a shame. So, let's be greedy and see if we can get several kills this turn. Nope, we can't because they are regenerating. Once again, I immediately regret my greed, and once again, I'm not gonna learn anything from this interaction. Oh, and you killed my Scorch, you bastard. Can you please finish the guys off? I mean, I don't really have a choice there whom you could finish off, considering that I just have AoE now. But this is actually bad now that I think about it. I'm not gonna lose to a couple of glowflies now, am I? I might lose to a couple of glowflies.
You can do it too.
What, losing to glowflies?
Yes, I did that too.
Huh. So, I guess we don't really have a... True that. Oh, come on. Now when you could finally take one out, it's the turn when you don't have enough mana to really do it anymore. Ah, the first one is so close to death. And there goes my Azarak. Yeah, I think I'm just losing to glowflies now. Goodbye, my Slime King. Oh, now we are back to level 2 Slime Wally. Thank you, Slime King. Thank you so much.
Hi, my slime king.
Your help has been so appreciated, Slime King, and now fuck off. Yeah, I'm not too fond of the Slime King right now as well, to be honest. I might ditch the Slime King for something better. I heard that he can get pretty decent later on, but during the early levels, he definitely feels like one of the worst healers I've used so far. Lost a couple of gold coins, okay. So let's think, who would we switch the Slime King for? Do we need another supporter? Not necessarily. Could we use another supporter? Maybe. Because I kind of regretted not having a supporter at the end of my replay. But I would like a better supporter than you are right now. Well, he does not want to be support shamed, then maybe he should have been a better support. So, let's move back here. You know what, this team... Let's give this another shot, shall we? Let's give this another shot, shall we? But are we going to bring you again, King Blob? You know what? No. Let's leave it to Brutus. Let's leave it to the heavy hitter. And Ashura, who of you was able to do the might buff? Yeah, Marika, you were. I just want to see. Power everyone up here. This is a pure offensive team. And Glory and Sidekick. Let's see who gets the Sidekick. Hey, and it's Bruno. Yeah, and Bruno already does more damage with a neutral attack than Slime King did with an efficient one. Just Slime King things. I mean, I can definitely see the Slime King's 3 unfold. I guess the problem was that we didn't really have a lot of efficient damage there. So, not doing too much there, but Flurry of Blows! Couple of misses there. I never know why some of these hits are missing. I guess there's just a base chance for hits to miss. Hey, and Bruno takes someone out. Okay, you know what, Bruno? You just secured yourself the permanent spot. I wasn't sure about it at the start of the day, but right now you are proving yet again that there is a reason people do not dare to talk about your name. So, and a Fiery Death Punch. Finish it off. Can you finish it off? Barely not. Barely not. Could have used the wind move for a better ranking, but I don't care too much considering that I don't need anything right now. So, no reason to farm for Eggies. I guess there would be the reason of donating them to the monster. Oh, come on. Okay. Let's see if we can get through this. Ah! There we go. They are gonna change the Aklut with the next big patch. So he does not only give you the sonar ability, but you can also mount him. So he will be really nice to explore Dark Caverns. Okay, so this is a dead end. So I think we are done with the Ancient Forest for now. Next thing is, let's go back to the castle. Because I think we need to go to the dungeon, if I'm not mistaken. Where's the next waypoint? Back there. And you know what? Let's kill these guys on the way, because we definitely need to buff our squad up a little. Definitely need to buff it up. So, you know what? Let's just go for the power buff. These three kind of work as a physical squad right now. I'm kind of happy about that. Oh wait, that's a single target. I wanted to go for double AoEs here. In a situation like this one, where every monster is vulnerable to the AoE, yes, there's a good reason to use the AoE. But the second you start hitting only 2 monsters effectively, I'm starting to be like, that's why most of my really competitive monsters only use single target spells. If I really need an AoE or want an AoE, it will most likely be the ultimate, and it will most likely be for a debuff spreader. Like Nidrasil, for example. A lot of words for a small man in a big town. I'm so looking forward to the reworked animations and sprites. Not all the monsters are getting reworks, they confirmed already, but those that get them look cool. I was really surprised about the Goblin King rework they announced today. Because I don't know, Goblin King did not feel like a monster that would get a rework. I can't really explain why, but it did not feel like a monster that would get a rework. There are a couple of things that I could see getting a rework, like for example, the cat Turka I could see getting a rework, mostly because the Karaglow is getting a rework and both of them are cats. So that's my logic there. You don't like it? Well, sucks to suck. And the rest of the goblins are not getting a rework, so those guys are still gonna look the same. It's just the Goblin King looking more swole. I guess they just wanted to differentiate him a little more from his little guys. You know what? Let's finish these as well. They are pretty decent to farm XP off right now, just because our squad does so much physical damage. Oh, a Tanuki! Always fun to see a Tanuki. I really like the Tanukis. I really like the idea of them. So, okay, but this changes things up a little. Also, Ashura, do you have a chance to burn them with those hits, or do you really need to go? You know what? Let's just finish off the archer, just so... Oh! You had to miss! You had to miss! I use your one big hit and you're missing with it. I guess that's the biggest problem if you're just using one strong single hit. Things like that might happen. I think Blind could probably potentially cripple Brutus as a debuff. Okay, you know what? Let's do it like this. Let's get the combo started with the Feather Store and then just go for double AoE and it will probably do the trick. Okay, so neutral hits can still inflict burn. Good to know, good to know. Now we know and it's good to know. Hey, double kill to Brutus, nice. The Punch Squad. This is probably the most both of these are kind of the most powerful respective monsters you can have. Not really, but in terms of physical appearance. You have the guy with those big muscles that they could be tree stumps, and you have the guy that just has 6 arms all ready to punch you. My girlfriend is playing Monster Sanctuary as well right now, I think. Where are you at, hon?
Fighting blonde woman.
A blonde woman is who she's fighting. And who might that blonde woman be? Yes, her name is Julia. Ah, yes, the Julia fight did take me a couple of attempts and a regular run as well, so I'm not really looking forward to see how it plays out on New Game Plus. Gonna be honest here with you, champ. But let's see. We are still quite far off the Julia fight. And okay, let's see if we can get at least rid of one of these, because I do remember these oaks become a nightmare. Becoming a nightmare once they fully set up. Yeah, that's what I mean. So two of them have 6 levels of regeneration. 6! Why do you need 6 levels of regeneration, if you don't mind me asking? I don't think there is any good reason you could have for 6 levels of regeneration. I'm sorry, but I think that's just excessive. Please finish this one.
Think that, but
you would think that.
Account for my super regeneration.
I really didn't. Okay, at least one of them is dead, but these things can easily get to the point where they just outlast me. Okay, Ashura lived this turn, at least something. And you know what? I don't like spreading the damage here, but this way I do have fire damage going on both of them, even though I'm not sure how much the fire damage would actually do. Hey, and you dished out poison as well. Well done, Ashura. I do not regret giving you the poison dart. He is one of the few monsters where the poison dart actually made sense for me for once. Because he does a lot of hits. So, can we take out one? If we can take out this guy, then yeah, okay. We do have a small chance now. The last one might still outlast me, because it does have too many regeneration stacks. Ooh. Let's just see, let's just see. It is rough, buddy. Okay. Oh, come on. You're healing so much. Okay, I do have a respawn there. That's good. Honestly, I think I'm gonna switch you for something else just so I have a full health bar again. You might call it cheating or cheating, but I call it tactics. Why are you healing so much? Why do you have 5 stacks? You don't need to break my armor as well, good sir. Thank you very much. Okay, please heavy punch, kill. Oh, thank you, Bruno. Honestly, I will take my 2-star. And I've got a level up, nice.
Thing is, the game is really great, and I can only recommend this game. If anybody cares for the opinion of the voice in the background, but it's really nice, it's really great, it's hard as hell. It's hard as hell. But Temtem was a difficult game. I was dying because my team was shit. But because I can't do team configuration. But if you think Temtem is hard, and it is hard. Yes. 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 Just no. It's great though.
It is great, but it's also horrible.
Lost all my health trying to play this game. Would recommend 10 out of 10.
Yes, it is a very hard game. I think from all the creature collectors, this one can probably be the hardest. So, let's see. Especially since it has difficulty mode as well. So if you don't feel challenged enough, just ramp up the difficulty, my boy. Just ramp up the difficulty and see how you face off against the increased challenge, guys. Also, it has a battle tower, something I cannot yet say for Temtem, and I can no longer say for Pokemon, sadly enough. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for crits here. At some point, this feels like a guy who will do decently with crits. Oh, and my King Blob needs a skill point as well. Additional heals, yes. And there we go. I always like the overload abilities, because those tend to be one of the best ways to increase your damage while simply focusing on a single stat. Or not even necessarily your oh god, this is a bad combination of things. Okay, this is gonna be a tough one. We do need water damage. I have... Oh god, the only one on my team with water damage is King Blob. This is bad. Okay, so let's rethink our strategy. If we don't... Okay, we do have to take out the oak first, so fire. I think fire is the way to go. And let's just bring the King Blob as well, because I doubt he's gonna do much, but let's just pray. Let's just pray and hope for the best. So, Bruno, you're getting a couple of buffs here. There you go, there you go. And Fiery Punches to take out the oaken tree. You shall no longer ask if I'm a boy or a girl. Okay, so how many levels of regeneration are we talking about? Just 4? Oh, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. Okay, he spread it among all of the 3 guys, so that's okay. That's still manageable. So...
Or you see, Mr. Seishiro,
Uh-huh.
I have regenerated so much that you can't defeat me. Every hit you give me will just pearl off me like it is rain on a rain-resistant surface. I think that metaphor got away from me. But you get my point, Mr. Seishiro?
I do get your point. Every hit...
So I will
Do, go for it. Every hit that I make, just another mistake to you. Calling the under-oak, just calling the under-oak. I hate regeneration so much. Every oak and tree simply cannot touch.
Yes.
I liked it. Uh-huh.
Never did like it.
You know what? We really need to start streaming together, honey.
I'm open for it, like I said.
Yes. I think it would be so much fun. Bubble burst! Punch combo! And to finish it off, the heavy punch! There we go. So, okay, got a couple. Got a little XP there, just a little bit. Oh, and I need to go up, I just noticed. But if I have to say, the way they went about New Game Plus is really nice. I like that you can keep your collection and stuff like that. And the way they did it with the level reset that automatically scales back to the original level, going by the highest level of your creatures, is a really smart move in my opinion. So I think I need to go to the dungeons, but I think it's better if I start from the keep, if I'm not mistaken. Let's move on. Can I mount something? No, I can't. I have not encountered something I can ride yet, so I cannot ride anything yet. Bit of a shame, but I guess we just have to run around manually then. The Stronghold dungeon. So, there we go. Hello! Good job on bringing in that evildoer, Keeper Seeker. Julia told me all about you. Sounds like you'll be making your family proud, Spectral Keeper. Julia also told me about that problem with the Goblin King. You did take care of him, right? Yes? Very good, Keeper Seeker. The Ancient Wood should be a safer place now. Let me introduce myself. I am Eric, Keeper Dragoon of our order. I came to the Stronghold when I heard rumors that alchemists have been spotted. Oh yes, I know that this masked person belongs to the Ancient Order of Alchemists. Although I don't know much about them, other than that they once came to the Sanctuary and caused some trouble. I'm afraid nobody in the Sanctuary knows more about them. That's why I came here to interrogate this alchemist. So far, I've only found out from him that the alchemists are the reason why there have been so many champion monsters. The alchemists have perfected a formula for an elixir that can turn a regular monster into a champion monster. The alchemist was in the ancient woods to gather ingredients for the elixir. Other than that, it appears that we are in the dark for now. You have found a library deep within the Stronghold dungeon, and Keeper Novice Will found a book with more information about the alchemist. Tell me about it. Interesting. I need to commend you for doing such a good job. You are quite extraordinary, aren't you? But I expect no less of a spectral keeper. Now, let's try to find out what this alchemist knows about that leader of the alchemists, Marduk. Marduk? How do you know about him? Seems like Will found just the right information. Tell us, alchemist, where is your leader Marduk? Is he hiding somewhere in the sanctuary? Remember, if you give us the information we need, we might just decide to spare you and give you back your freedom. After we've dealt with the other alchemists, of course. Very well, I will tell you, since it won't be much use to you either way. We are indeed serving Marduk, the one and only, who has guided our order from the shadows for more than 300 years. He's hiding nowhere else than the abandoned tower. That's impossible. The abandoned tower has been sealed for hundreds of years. It is true, he sends us our orders through magic, and if he wishes so, he can leave the tower too. But it makes for quite a useful fortress for him. That's strange, I'm not sure if we can believe him. But at this point, we have no other choice. In case you don't know it, Saint Ichiro, the abandoned tower is closed and can only be opened by all 4 spectral keepers together. But if that wasn't enough, its entrance lies beyond the mystical workshop, which is filled with some of the most dangerous monsters. And the key of power is also required to open the door to the abandoned tower. The key of power was hidden by a keeper master more than 400 years ago. Nobody knows where it is, could be just about anywhere in the sanctuary. The alchemists found a way to break through the magic barrier of the sanctuary. Their leader might be immortal. We can't put anything past them, so perhaps Marduk is indeed hiding within the abandoned tower. Searching for the key of power so that we may gain entrance to the abandoned tower might be our best bet right now. Besides, on your search for the key you might find more clues about the alchemists and their leader. However, I will stay here to continue watching over the alchemist. Who knows how many alchemists there are in the sanctuary. They could come at any moment to break him free. So I wish you Godspeed. May you find what you search for in the sanctuary. Alright then. So, where do I need to go next? Thanks to Arrogant Will, we now know that the lead of the alchemists is hiding in the abandoned tower, yada yada. We have to find the key of power, gain the entrance, yada yada. Could be anywhere in the sanctuary. You can faintly remember that it's an oracle. Okay, we have to go to the oracle next then. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Onwards to the oracle then! Have I unlocked the waypoint and the snowy peaks? No, I have not even seen the snowy peaks in this playthrough. Alright. Alrighty then. Okay, so let's do a quick pit stop. Well, first things first. First things first. Let's feed you the crit fruits. Excuse me?
It's just the first things first.
So I wanted to feed you some crit fruits and I wanted to move on. You know what? Let's switch a few things out as well. Because crit is probably the way to go and the katana is the better way to go for crit. Can I give you a second thing? The weep trash, you say?
Yes.
So, what else would be nice? The pirate hook. I think the pirate hook still triggers the effect, but not the full stat line. So let's try this. Let's just go for full damage with the guy. And let's see if we can upgrade a couple of things. Wait, I think I've gone too high up. Just want to see what kind of materials for upgrades I have right now. There you go. So, okay, we can do upgrade a lot of stuff apparently. Health and mana, yes, why not? Well, I should probably upgrade the priority stuff first. Katana. Oh. Okay, level 2 katana and level 2 pirate hook. And another level in the poison dart as well, why not? Okay, and from here on out, I don't really have much of a preference for anything. You definitely need some upgrades on your weaponry though. You are selling stuff to me already, yes, yes, yes. So, is there... what would I need? Bronze. Are you selling me bronze already or is that too good a material for now? Yeah, no, you're only selling me copper. Fair enough, fair enough. Under these circumstances, let's just upgrade whatever we still can and then move on with our livelihood. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 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 okay. So, we'll take a little time to get to the frozen peak, but what can you do? What can you do? What's the best way to get to the frozen peak from here? All the way over there. I think the path down there was not openable because... okay, yeah, it was openable from the other side. I've got friends on the other side. Whoopa, there we go. Could have killed them. Doesn't really matter too much. I don't think I can use the overworld transformation ability yet, right? Would be the king pull up. Yeah, I can't. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So we just have to push on then. Oh, wait, that's not the... wait, if that's not the way to the frozen peak. Or is it the way to the frozen peak? Ah, okay, yes, it is the way to the frozen peak after all. What do we have here? A mana ring, and you know what? Let's test our strength against these yaois. They are level 17 yaois. So we are on the level here. We are on the level here. Let's bring King Blob just in case. It is nice that he has several debuffs that just get going at the very start. Barrier! I'll have to take all these fights a lot more serious than I used to. So, get a couple of more charge stacks and fire punches. Okay, decent damage, decent damage. I think I should have more than enough fire damage to make my way through the frozen peak, so that's good, that's good. Hey, and you're hurting my King Blob. I do not appreciate. I do not appreciate, in fact. So, King Blob. We already have the barrier, so let's go for full utility on our big man here, the Jet, the Giga Jet. Because I think if anyone is going to get through this fight and does a lot of damage, it will be him. I think the first Yao is probably just gonna burn out at this point. Don't think they have regeneration going on. Although, that burn didn't do too much damage, so maybe I'm just gonna go for more damage now. Ow! That's a little bit of damage that you did there. So let's see how you like a slime volley. Against tanky things, poison is really nice. We didn't really do enough to you. You know what? One AoE will fix that. One AoE will fix that, and now the burn tick is gonna kill you. Alright, this works. This works for me. And the one that's still alive is the one that does reduce it. Oh, you do have regeneration going on after all. Okay, so you messed my plan up there. Oh wait, no, you don't have regeneration, but Yaois have the ability where they heal for 10% of their max health at the start of every turn. I forgot about that. I might have forgotten about that. Alright, fair enough. So, under these circumstances, let's just go for another slime volley. And a flurry of blows! That should hopefully finish you off finally. There we go. And knowing what we know now, let's just kill the second one as well. Before he heals again. Everything alright? Okay. So, there we go, there we go. Do we need to restore? You know what, yeah, let's get rid of a couple of debuffs. And by a couple, I mean just one. Just the one debuff. Hey, armor break! Nice, nice, nice. I'm really looking forward to seeing Scorch do stuff here in the end game, because I see a lot of potential in that creature. I've never used it so far. I mean, before this playthrough. But just looking at the skill tree, I see a lot of potential. Old Burren, hello there. I was just taking a stroll around here. Ain't the Snowy Peaks just the most magnificent sight in all the Monster Sanctuary? Pigs Love Bacon, hello there. First time chatter, nice to see you. Hope you're having an excellent evening. I was just taking a stroll around here. Ain't the Snowy Peaks just the most magnificent... Oh wait, I already read that. Well then, how have you been doing so far? You're a keeper seeker now, huh? I gotta admit, that was pretty quick. To be honest with you, the Snowy Peaks seem calm and peaceful right now. At least I haven't heard anything yet. But hey, it's said that in strange times, a keeper in need might be able to communicate with the frozen oracle. Supposedly, she could answer any question, or tell you where you would need to go find a lost object. Who knows, perhaps you're lucky, or you're the lucky one to find her. I'm certainly not gonna jump into that cold lake. That's right, the oracle's supposed to be somewhere in the frozen lake on the western end of the Snowy Peaks. How are you enjoying the game? I love Monster Sanctuary. It's one of my two favorite RPGs. One of my two favorite creature collectors. This is actually a new game plus run. I should have probably written that one in the description. So if you're afraid of spoilers, I do have to warn you, I'm using a lot of end game monsters on my team. But yeah, this is a new game plus master run. Because I wanted a challenge. Why don't you go take a dive, see if there's any truth to those stories? Well, I'll head back to the farm in just a moment. Don't actually do anything foolish. I was just kidding around about going in the frozen lake. You know that, right? Yes, I definitely know that, and I'm definitely not going to do just that. But yeah, this game, Monster Sanctuary, is one of my two favorite creature collectors, the other one being Temtem. It's such an amazing game. If you're just trying to learn about this game right now, I can really recommend it. It takes some time to get used to all of the mechanics because it does a lot of things very different compared to all the other creature collectors, but it's amazing. Ah, you've played the game in a bunch and you're glad I'm doing it. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, it's such an amazing game. I'm really looking forward to the DLC. That's what re-sparked my interest to do the New Game Plus playthrough recently, because they are posting so much cool shit on their Twitter about all the monster reworks and the upcoming new monsters and stuff like that. I really like their new sprite work. It looks so amazing. You can clearly see how much the artist has learned when it comes to pixel art in the new artworks. I mean, the old art is not bad, don't get me wrong, but the new one is just has so much more life and emotion in every single creature that got it. And I just love it. So let's get rid of the Yaoi first. Why am I going to go for the tank first? Well, mostly because I wasn't paying attention. Alright? Alright. There we go, Yaoi down. Ah, yeah. I'm also playing it on my Switch right now, mostly because it was dirt cheap on the Switch recently, and I was like, you know what, why not? It's nice to have something to play on the go as well sometimes, for when I'm in transit and stuff like that. Let's go for the full utility buff. In case you're wondering about my team, by the way, it's definitely not an optimal team. I'm mostly using stuff that I wanted to give a try, monsters that I've never used before. So far, I'm not really convinced of the King Blob. The Scorch seems amazing, Brutus seems amazing, Ashura is not as good as Brutus, but we're getting there. I think Ashura just needs a couple of more skills to work, and so on and so forth. The Eagle is mostly here to get some levels. Oh, you don't have anything anymore. I guess I could get rid of the chill. I guess we can get rid of the chill. And let's start burning you as well. Do we think an AoE will be enough to finish the other one? Yeah, I think that will be enough. Get some chip damage off on your twin brother and burn the last one to death. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so far the Frozen Peaks are definitely treating me better than the Ancient Woods did. The Ancient Woods have been kind of a nightmare at points. Especially the Oaks. The Oaks are so hard to deal with if they just stack up their regeneration. I did the same thing on my New Game Plus runs. Ah, King Blob and Scorch shine as support healers. Interesting that you're viewing as the Scorch as a support healer. Because yes, he does have support abilities, but most of the stuff that I'm interested in right now is the charge stuff for crit damage and crit stuff. Of course, it might work both ways. It might work both ways, of course. And maybe the support one would be the better one. I will be completely honest with you, it might be. I don't know, but I've got a gut feeling it might be. But I still want to test it out. Who of you can slash? You can. There we go. Give me my item. Thank you very much. And let's move on. I hope that the King Slime starts to pick up a little later on in the game. Right now he feels like he's just missing abilities to really work all that well. Do we think we need healing here? You know what, let's just bring in Bruno and let's just push through. Let's just push through, and also let's not go for the tankiest one first again, shall we? Shall we? Let's see if we can kill a Mogwai with a heavy punch. No, definitely not. But we can still do a decent amount of damage there. Hey, armor break. Maybe I should have gone for the armor break first. I sometimes forget that Bruno does that. Bruno, Brutus. The name is interchangeable at this point. Oh god, that was a lot of damage. Oh god, that was way too much damage. Okay, I'm feeling less sure about my victory now. Okay. Let's burn you and finish the first one with Bruno. Okay, that's at least one of them down. But the amount of damage there is scary. So let's see. Yeah, you're not hitting him efficiently, so that's not too bad. But I worry about the Scorch though. I do worry about the Scorch. Do we think we can kill you with 2 hits? I don't think so. So let's just light the fire under your ass. And hopefully the punch will get me there. I might actually lose this one. Of course, could use a Phoenix Tear. But I should probably pay more attention to whoever is weak to water in this area. Okay, so the fact that you decided to go for Bruno here actually gives me a chance to still win this. Is it too greedy to go for Flurry of Blows? Maybe. Am I too greedy? Yes. And Tidal Burn? No, it was too greedy! It was way too greedy! Oh no! Immediate regret. And that's probably gonna kill the Scorch. Oh, no, the Scorch is still alive. Okay, it was not too greedy. We are still living. Okay, once this thing is dead, and if the Scorch survives one more hit, I'm going to switch it out. And yeah, this is just a little bit of a switch here. Just a small switch. I'm just a little guy. Pay no attention to me. Okay, Azarak the Respiler is your... excuse me. The COVID aftershocks kind of messed up my breathing. It's getting better, but COVID really did do a number on me. Oh, you're resistant to wind, so I guess Arcane Bolts are my best option there. I think from all the people I personally know, I am definitely the one that got hit hardest by COVID. And I'm not really talking about the sickness itself, because there are a couple of people I know that got hit similarly hard to me, but I definitely have the longest aftershocks of COVID, and also this thing doesn't do enough damage here. How do I do this? You know what, let's just beat this up by using a Phoenix Tear on Ashura. Bring him back in this game. I'm sorry to hear you got COVID. Oh, nothing to worry about. It's been a while back, it was like 2 months back, but my lungs are still kind of in a shitty position. I have an inhaler that I occasionally use when it gets too bad. I should probably use it more often, but the doctor said I should only use it for 1 month, but after 1 month it was better, but definitely not good yet. I still have kind of crippling cough attacks occasionally, and by crippling I mean I can literally do nothing but hold still and cough for a couple of seconds. But yeah, everything alright, so nothing to worry about now. I will get over it. I've heard from other people that it took them up to 4 months to fully recover of that stuff. So I'm still at a regular rate of regeneration, I would say. It got a little worse after I tried working out again, because I did want to get back to the gym, but sadly enough, I think that did not pay off. Maybe I would have coughed either way, but the gym was definitely very strenuous for my lungs. Hey, god dang it. Did not want to jump on you, actually did want to avoid you there, but what can you do? And you know what, King Blob, you're back up at it again. Hey, another Tanuki. But yeah, I don't know where you are from. I personally am from Vienna, capital of Austria, and most of the people that I know have gotten COVID this year. COVID kind of just wrecked everyone this year, because the government was like, no, everything has to go back to normal, everything is fine now, because the pandemic has been going on for 2 years, and after 2 years the pandemic is over. We don't need to see the incident numbers and stuff like that. Who cares that our hospitals are horribly overworked and everything like that? So yeah, pretty much almost everybody I knew had COVID already. The only exceptions, the only 2 people I know that have not yet had COVID in my social circle would be my girlfriend over there, who magically managed to avoid COVID, even though she lived in a household with several people that had COVID for some time, and another friend of mine who is really taking self-isolation serious. Like, for most of the weeks she does not leave her house at all. I'm from Canada, but I'm living in the United States. Here people basically forgot about COVID and they act like it doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, sadly enough, that's like the way a lot of the places in the world go like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand being sick and tired of all the COVID stuff, like having to go into lockdowns, not seeing anyone, having to wear a mask constantly, but I still do it because I know that the pandemic is still raging out there, still killing hundreds every day probably. I don't actually know the current numbers. I'm gonna be honest here with you. I don't know the current numbers because I have not really been keeping up with COVID ever since the entire Russia situation started. So, a lot of things are going on in the world right now. You know what? Let's stop talking about them. Let's stop talking about these things.
European is so fun right now.
Yes, it is, isn't it? That's my girlfriend in the background in case you haven't heard her yet. Good old background girlfriend. Yeah, but yeah, that's what's going on, that's what's going on. It's a lot that's going on, but what can you do, what can you do? I think that's one of the most frustrating things about all these things, that you can't do anything about anything as an individual. I mean, sure, you can do the usual stuff like doing the self-isolation and trying to social distance, wear your mask and stuff like that, but you can't do much in general about the pandemic. The pandemic does not care for you as an individual. It just rages on. And that's what's so frustrating. It leaves you feeling powerless. Oh, it's the upper one. Okay, gotcha. Jumpy jump. Okay, how do I give you a few? Aha! Can I get up? Come on, we can't get up. Maybe I can't get up there. This feels like a situation where I do need another lever somewhere. Where is the other lever? Aha! I knew it. There we go. And I would just assume that we can now both get the chest and move on with our lives. Ah, there we go. Loot! Valuable loot! So, let's go back to the fun part. Let's stop talking about all the dark shit, because we are here to have some fun, to enjoy ourselves for a little while while the world is while the world is burning down around us. So, who do I have? The Blade Widow. Cut it down! Hey! Ah, double cut. Or is it a triple cut? No, just a double cut. I do wonder how it is in other places of the world though, now with the COVID situation. I've heard about Australia being in an awkward position right now, where they are really worried because they never had high incident rates, but at the same time they had the problem that they have very low vaccination rates. So if there's ever an outbreak down there, it's really gonna go to shit. But no! I tried to go away from it. Sorry. I'm trying to go away from it. It's just, sometimes it's hard to go away from stuff like that, because it's such a serious topic. So back to Monster Sanctuary. I'm so fucking looking forward to the DLC. Do we think we can kill one of you with a heavy punch this time around? Oh god, I'm making the same mistake again, don't I? I think I'm making the mistake of having a monster that's vulnerable to water attacks out against the Mogwai again. Oh, that's... yeah, there he goes. There he goes. It's okay. You get it. That's good to know. That's good to know. So, I think Flurry of Blows will do the trick once we have a few hits of combo going on. And there we go. There we go. Hey. Hey, and we got some weakness. Why the hell did we get some weakness going there? That's one of the few critiques I have of Monster Sanctuary. I love the game, but a lot of the upgrades are passives that happen on your other abilities, which does work, but it gets hella confusing after some time. Because I'm like, okay, stuff has happened. Why did that stuff happen? No idea, but it did happen. And an avalanche! I'm looking forward to the DLC. Also, I haven't looked up much about it because I want to be surprised. That's very fair, that's very fair. I am currently following it on Twitter. Don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But mostly because I'm very hyped and And I also don't have much else to do at work other than scrolling Twitter all day. Twitter and TikTok have been wonderful also and horrible time things. Okay, so let's try that again, shall we? Because I cannot stay scared of the Mogwai forever. Scorch, you are doing fine against them. King Blob, you might be necessary against them. And you are also vulnerable against water. Bruno could potentially do it. Let's give the other rock a chance. Let's give the other rock a chance. Barrier and see. I don't think the DLC had a launch date already. But everything I've seen so far has me really hyped. I think the DLC is probably gonna have give this game the necessary edge over Temtem in terms of my favorite creature collectors. Have you played any PvP yet? I've played very little PvP. I've played like a handful of matches, like literally a handful of matches. I can count them on one hand. But I do plan on getting back into it, really starting to get into PvP once we are done with this playthrough, and to just test it out if people are interested in seeing PvP stuff going on for this game on stream or not. That's kind of the entire deal. If there isn't any interest in seeing PvP for this game, then I'm just gonna move on to the next game once we're done with our playthrough. If there is interest for PvP, then of course we are gonna stream some PvP as long as I'm in a mood to play some PvP. It should come out in June! That early? I would have assumed it would be way later down that year. Jesus Christ, okay, that's very early. That's very early. We are... wait. Do we have Mayhem?
Yes, we have Mayhem.
Shit, that's next month then. Oh, sheesh. A lot of cool things are coming out in June then. Because, let me recount. Okay, let me put in my turn and then let me think about all the games that come out this June. Because there is a lot of shit coming out in June. Because, okay, Monster Sanctuary is getting its DLC. Digimon Survive is finally getting released in June. Who would have thought? I was pleasantly surprised by the fact that Digimon Survive actually is coming out finally, after who knows how many years. And last but not least, one of the most important things, the big DLC for Monster Hunter Rise is also going to release in June. So that will be a very busy month for gamers, or at least for me. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, that's a great June then. That's a great June then. I will probably have to prioritize one thing over the other then. Dang it. And everything that got delayed during lockdown kind of comes out right now. I do remember February also being really busy. And last week there were also a shit ton of cool indie games coming out. So there we go. And fire! That was awesome. I'd be happy to see if it and even play some matches with you if you want. I'm pretty invested in the PvP community. Hey, gladly, gladly. If you're offering, I'm always up for a scrim with you. I love doing that when I was playing Temtem more actively as well. It's just for great fun. So yeah, would be happy to match you once I'm done with the story. So, what are we gonna do here? Just burn it through the ground. I'm really happy to see that this game still has an active PvP community, by the way. Because whenever it's an old indie game, the first thought I have when it comes to PvP is, are there even going to be any PvP players left? Because that is always the problem with indie games. With a AAA game, you don't have to worry as much about the competitive scene surviving. But Monster Sanctuary, as far as I can tell, has a very dedicated community. Not the biggest community, but a very dedicated one. And honestly, good for the game and good for the people, because it is a great game. So I can definitely understand why there is such a dedicated community. Hey, Karaglow!
Karaglow!
Your beloved.
My beloved!
So, where the hell do I need to go again? Are we gonna jump down there? We are gonna jump down there. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's in the up down there. All the way down there. Oh, I don't think I can pass through this. Yeah, okay. Okay, we can't progress any further here. But yeah, once we get to it, gladly I will pick you up on that offer. Assuming you are still gonna hang around at that point. Assuming you have not gotten sick of my voice until then. So, water. Oh, god damn it! I definitely need more water damage on this team. Okay, you know what, Bruno? Your turn again. You are gonna do the water damage here. The water damage. So, let's start with the barrier again. It's always a good stop to start with the barrier. I think once King Blob can actually apply regeneration, I will love him a lot more. I mean, technically he could apply regeneration to one target, but I'm talking about once he can apply it to all of them at once. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Why did we miss this much, huh? Anyone want to explain all these misses to me? Does the Kara Glow just have a naturally high evasion chance, or what's going on here? Because those were more misses than hits. Pretty sure those were more misses than hits. Okay, let's go fuel utility. That's true, everyone on Discord is very dedicated. I'm actually in the tournament the game is holding right now. I did not even know there was a tournament going on. Thank you for letting me know. Do you know if there is some form of, if there are streams for the tournament going on as well? Because if so, I would definitely love to watch some competitive play of the game at some point. I love watching competitive play of games I play myself. Because it's always a good way to learn about strategies and what's good and what not. I mean, one way that I definitely found out already to see what kind of stuff works is to just check the leaderboard and see who is using which kind of team at which position. That really helps to get a general gist of which creatures are strong and which are not. And some I just know from personal experience that are very nice. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna risk... Am I gonna risk a heavy blow again? Please don't miss again. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh, damn it, I should have Shadow Storm first. Stuff that my dedicated team, the competitive team that I used last time around. Okay, I did have 2 competitive teams, because that's one of the things that I really like about this game. How easy it is to build up a variety of teams, because that's always one of my biggest problems with creature collectors. A lot of them take a lot of base time investment just to get to on one level with the rest of the competitive players. With breeding, with TV training, with all that stuff. And that just doesn't exist in this game, which is lovely. And I think more creature collectors should learn from this. Because, I don't know, you can't expect someone to spend like an entire workday worth of time to just get ready for something later on. That, I don't know, that just does not work in my opinion. Nobody is that dedicated to a game anymore. I mean, okay, let's rephrase that. There are definitely some people that dedicated to games these days, but I'm not among them. They don't live stream the matches, but there's a YouTube channel that showcases all the matches. It's called Monster Sanctuary Tournament Circuit. I've been announcer for some of the matches in the past. Ah, cool, cool. I'll definitely check out some of the VODs then today when we're going to bed. Honey, can I watch Monster Sanctuary Tournament VODs when we're going to bed?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay,
But
so...
only if you brush your teeth.
Oh, I am the one that needs to be reminded of brushing the teeth.
The people don't need to know about the relationship.
That's very fair, but you brought it up! Okay, so looks like I just got my first clip of the day. Thank you, honey! Good supportive girlfriend over there. Okay. Do I need another... Can I stack sorcery? You know what, let's get sorcery on the Slime King going as well. Yeah, this game isn't much more about skill than time investment and grinding. Definitely, definitely. And I do appreciate that. Because that's the one thing that's really holding Temtem back on a competitive level for me right now. Because I really would like to get back into competitive Temtem. But my first draft of a team this weekend took 5 hours to build, even though I just had to add 2 more creatures to a pre-existing roster of creatures that I already have. And it's just too much. It's just too much, everybody. Probably should have done the toxic stuff a lot sooner, but what can you do? What can you say except you're welcome?
Not the poor Caraglow.
The Caraglow about to die. Oh. Oh, I think it can do critical healing, honey.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's cool, that's cool.
Yes, yes, I have one on my team. I know it can do that.
I never used the Caraglow yet.
It's really, like, in my personal opinion, it's a really good healer.
Do you think I maybe should replace King Slime with a Caraglow?
Gonna be honest, I don't know what King Slime does.
I don't know it either. That's the problem, I don't know it either. Look, honey, there are 101 creatures in this game. And I know roughly a dozen of them well. I can tell you everything the Vasuki does. I know my boy Vasuki. Oh. Where is my Sonar boy? Hoppa. Ah. Oh. Ooh, skill potion. I think there's no item I value more highly than a skill potion. Oh shit. Oh no, it's this cave. Okay, this might take some time, guys. I have been trapped in this cave before.
Me too.
Ah, okay, so I'm at least not the only one. Okay, finally we've gotten out. Caraglow and King alike are both good healers, so you could use either one for that role. Okay, good to know, good to know. I'm not gonna switch it around on stream, but I'm probably going to switch out the King Slime off stream then until next time and add this Caraglow to the list. If I have an egg, I'm not sure if I dropped an egg yet. Okay, King Slime, Azarak, Bruno.
And the other question is, I play Monster Sanctuary. I really like this game, but I'm just at the start. Not at the start, but I'm somehow in the middle. But I really like it. Very fun. And he actually convinced me to get the game because it was very cheap for the Switch. And it was just like, yes, let's go.
Let's go!
It was like really like Temtem, and it was just like, yeah, it is.
My girlfriend... Sorry, didn't want to interrupt you, thought you were finished.
No worries.
My girlfriend and I have very similar tastes in games, so it's pretty easy to recommend stuff to one another. And it's also very nice to have the stuff to play together. She's playing it on the Switch right now, and I've been playing it both on PC and the Switch.
Won the keeper battle between against Julia.
Hey, you did it!
I
Congratulations!
I saw it off the Elder Gel, which was like that was so easy.
Did you get an egg?
I didn't get it. I was 4 stars with 5.
Ah, okay. Same. I really like the Elder Gel. I just built one today, and it's such a strong monster. Oh yeah. I think I do have a rough layout for my next team yet, because a lot of those things synergized really well. The Elder Gel, the Mad Eye, the Sutsune, and the Vasuki. I do know that I want those 4 on the team. I'm not sure about the last 2 slots yet. That's awesome. My girlfriend doesn't play games, but I'm trying to fix that. Good luck with that. Well, she's definitely gonna play one game. We all know it, let's say it together, the game every single girl in this planet plays, The Sims.
It's just sexy. No, it's true.
Yep, it would only be sexist if it wasn't true.
I think, yeah, Sims was the first game I ever played.
And honestly, fair enough. If you're having fun with it, why shouldn't you play it? But it's always interesting to see, because I don't know why. I really hope this doesn't sound sexist, but I haven't met a single girl in my life that plays so few games that she didn't at least play The Sims.
Yes, but honey, you were also in anything.
I'm literally talking about my school days. Even at my school life, every girl was playing The Sims.
Yeah, I think it was just fun. It's just nice. You can make a house, you can make people, and then the people die in the pool because you took the pool ladder away. God.
Yeah, I think a lot of girls just take out their aggressions on pure innocent sims.
Yeah, I don't know, I was like an edgy 12-year-old. It was just like, ha.
Ah yes, 12. That's of course, 12 was the age where I did those things as well. Yes. Haha. 12, what a lovely, lovely age. 12 C4.
Yeah. Well, before it's
Good old 24 or 12 D4. That sounds like a dice roll in Dungeons and Dragons. I really enjoy having you in the background to banter with, I do have to say. It's fun. I have no brain, yet I must speak. Hey, we found the fire waypoint. I was really surprised that you had so many troubles to find the lake because I accidentally stumbled upon it way too early. I think I was at the lake before I even was in the ancient woods.
Yeah, that was the same thing. I was in the Snowy Peaks before I was in the ancient forest. But the problem is, I didn't find the sea. The sea, yes, the sea, of course.
I do understand.
Mixing up German and English sometimes is not the best.
For explanation, sea in English is what in German would be the ocean, and the German word for a lake is sea. You see the problem.
Such a nice language.
Oh, watch out! Don't step too close to the water. You might fall in. I don't have to tell you that it's deadly to take a swim in the icy water, right? Unless you've got some mighty warm clothes on you, but they don't look like it. If you do want to explore the frozen lake, you should get some protection against the cold. I heard there's a legendary clothes maker who can outfit you with something that allows you to swim in the icy water as long as you like. Clothing made from a beast's hide and magma pillar silk, I believe. And you can make it only when a full moon shines down on the mountaintop. I should mention though that she lives near the top of the eastern mountain of Snowy Peaks. Easiest way to get there? If you climb up the mountain that you just passed through, there's a long bridge leading directly to the mountain where the clothes maker lives. I wish you good luck scaling the mountains. Always watch your step. Alright then, so...
I love the idea that she's just like this old lady who's just like living atop a mountain.
She's just done with society. She's no longer willing to live in a society.
Oh no, we do be living in one of those. We're living in a society.
Society!
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
When I say please.
Fair enough. So... Aye. Oh, that's funny. I love hearing funny cultural differences like that. I noticed when you asked her what month it was, you said, do we have May? I'm assuming that's how you would ask it in German. Oh, did I mispronounce that? Do we have May? I don't know how to say it that way. But yeah, in German I would have asked, haben wir gerade Mai or so. Whenever I switch between the languages, I am kind of mumbling a few things here and there. Also, this is my first stream in a week, and whenever I stop streaming for more than 2 days, my English skills get a little rough, one could say. A little rough. But, oh, please don't kill the Azarak. Thank you, you did not kill the Azarak. That's all I could ask of you. So, let's heal the Azarak up. The Azarak feels a little frail right now. But yeah, how would a... Do we have May? Which month do we have right now would probably be the right way to phrase it in English, right? Which month is it?
I studied English.
Yeah.
graduated top of my class. I don't know how to say it.
To be fair, there's a difference between just speaking the language natively or in day-to-day life and just using online phrases. I mean, how often did we have to ask for the current month online? the name of the current month online.
All the time. I just log into the forums and I'm just like, which month is it? I don't know.
I don't
know. Nobody knows. Well, that's big sad.
Your English is much better than my German, so I think you're doing alright. Thank you there, thank you there.
German is...
It's not an international language, let's be real here.
Yeah, that's one thing, and the other thing is German is... I spoke with someone who grew up with that language. It's bullshit.
Oh, definitely. I think English is way easier than German, and I say that as someone who grew up on German. I mean, I'll be honest with you, a lot of my English just came from the fact that I started to do stuff online and just had to interact with people online, watched anime with subtitles and so on and so forth. And that way, my English just improved over time. I would say I'm definitely above the average Austrian when it comes to speaking English. I think that's fair to say, or...
But most Austrians sound like my mom when you talk, and my mom just sounds like, hello, I speak the English. I appreciate her because she's like from a rural town and they don't teach English there. They teach English like as a, yeah, it's hello.
I don't think that anyone in the last generation that's good at English.
Yeah.
It would be like, what month is it? We wouldn't say we have a month. Okay, gotcha. Good to know. Thank you for... Yeah, thank you for clearing that up. Honestly, that's very valuable to me because, of course, some things I can fix on my own when I speak English live on stream. Because, of course, I will notice if I can't think of a word on the top of my head and maybe look it up after the stream so I can use the word next time around, stuff like that. But if it's a weird phrasing, then I am kind of likely to never notice that it is a weird phrasing unless someone points it out. I think my English will get better over time, but for now this is what it is.
I mean, it's really okay.
Oh, I don't think my English is not okay, don't take me wrong. I just think my English will improve when I keep streaming in the language. I think that's a fair assumption.
It's something I really... Our school system isn't the best, but I really appreciate it. Get to learn, they have their opinions of optional learning.
Yeah. I think that's one of the weird things. Most of my... I was always bad at English during school and only got better at it once I came to the point of my life where I started playing games in English because I'm playing a lot of indie games and a lot of those don't have good German translations.
It's fair because German is German.
Yeah, true. It is absolutely fair, but it definitely forces you to learn English.
I learned English when I started learning English when I started to watch like Supernatural.
Ah, that's also a way to go about it.
I became a Tumblr girl at the ripe age of 13.
I wouldn't say it's better than you, I would just say it's a different way than you did it.
Sadly, the Supernatural phase, it just came across to me.
I learned Spanish in school and spent some time in South America. Oh, that's interesting. How long were you there? And the first thing I learned was that my phrasing was terrible. Yeah, I guess just learning a language via the school system never works out for anyone. I think the best way to learn anything is probably just living in the area for a while. That's always the best way to go about it when you're just forced to use phrases and sayings on a day-by-day basis. Because I need to use some English at work. Because I work at, you could say, the front desk of a magistrate where we kind of deal with stuff like registering apartments and getting passports and stuff like that. And of course, a lot of people that come to the place can't speak German. It gets troublesome when they can't speak English either, but let's skip over that part for now. And because of that, I do have to use English on a day-to-day basis as well, ever since I got that job. Which also helped, but only a little bit, because there's only a limited amount of phrases I really need to use when using English for my job, which is interesting. And of course it's useful because once you've got those phrases down, it's very easy to help people out at work and stuff like that. But it's also annoying because I would like to learn more. I would like to improve my English further. I think streaming is probably one of the best ways to go about that. Boo-boo-boo. So these guys were actually very nice to deal with thanks to their pure physical weakness. There we go. Hey, Foster. Oh no, not the boy! Well, like the NFT market itself, he's collapsed. I've spent about a year there total across a few different trips. Me and my dad do some work down there in the Amazon. He's about just... Oh, that's so cool! That's awesome! I love biology, I really do. I studied biology for a couple of years. I didn't finish my studies because I kind of found my love for cooking back then. Tried to become a professional chef, wrecked my body, can't do physical work anymore. It's a long story, but I love biology. I still watch so many documentations on a day-to-day basis. I love learning about animals and stuff like that. Ah, that's so cool. That sounds like quite the adventurous life you've lived so far, I do have to say. Have you doing a trip to the Amazon? The farthest I've ventured out of Austria was England. Went there once, decided I did not like England, and then came back to Austria.
Yeah, but to be fair, if you don't have when you don't have the means to go traveling.
Yeah. As a middle-class person from Austria, it is kind of difficult to go traveling. I don't think you traveled all that much in your life, did you?
I traveled a lot.
We did travel a lot, okay.
Yes, mostly to Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I speak like the basic phrases in Croatian and in Czech and stuff like that. I think I told you that. And it's mostly because when I was a child, we went to Romania. A lot of times we went to Croatia because it's Croatia and Italy are like the only two big like if you're Austrian and you want to go to the ocean, because we are a landlocked country, we don't have ocean anywhere. I think I was like 12 when I saw the ocean for the first time, and I know people who never seen the ocean, mostly just pictures, because yeah, we're a landlocked country. We have a lot of lakes, we have a lot of mountains, we have so many mountains, we have so many mountains, the mountains are big, and the mountains are really beautiful, they're big.
I do like the mountains. That's one of the things I missed the most while I was in London, just because the entire country is so flat.
Yeah. I mean, England has really, Great Britain in general, is really pretty. Like, I went to Ireland when I was like it was 16.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really, really pretty. I really, really liked it. It was, yeah, really. But yeah, what I wanted to say was just like, Croatia and Italy were like the two touristy destinations. If you're Australian, you can afford to like go camping there.
That's crazy. My girlfriend lives a few minutes away from the ocean. I can't imagine never seeing it. Yeah, that's the thing with... I think a lot of things are very different in America, because another thing that's very unimaginable for us as Europeans is just the crazy distances all of you guys over there travel. I know you said you're from Canada, but you mentioned you lived in the United States right now, and the distances that you just travel on a regular basis are just crazy to us. Like, some people drive to work for longer than it takes us to leave our country.
And it's true. It takes like 1 hour because when we end up, we're in the capital city. It takes like 1 hour to go to another country, to Slovenia, to Bratislava,
Some people accidentally go to other countries because they fall asleep on the train and miss their station.
Oh yeah, I remember that when I was just like, I went to the train to Budapest and I went to sleep and I woke up. No, what? Yeah, I woke up a bit outside of Austria. It was okay, it was fine. Child.
Honestly, that's something that sounds really scary to me. Just accidentally landing in a country where I don't speak the language and don't know how to get back from.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think most people in this like surrounding areas do really speak German.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Honestly, in Hungary, I had an easier time communicating in German with most of the people than I had with English.
You know, one of my work colleagues, he's from Hungary.
Oh.
And the thing is, he said it was just like so easy because he was just learning it all the time.
It was Hungary, Austria in the olden times.
Like country.
Yes, but it does not change the fact that the language is still ingrained over there a little.
I have ancestry and some, and because it was just like that common.
I drive 30 minutes to work, about 34 miles every day. Jesus. I mean, 34 minutes, 30 minutes is a pretty okay commute. Commute's the word I'm looking for, I would say. But 34 miles sounds, phew, that's a lot of miles. I think that's roughly 50 kilometers, right?
Gotta be honest,
I think a mile was like 1.4 kilometers.
I was never good at extrapolating how many miles are a meter. I'm very sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's a system that should not be. Yes, I said it. I will stand by it. The imperial system is a bad system. Nope, it's bad. Change it. Metric system everywhere. Except though. I've noticed the difference based on the time I spent in England. Everything is so close and people go to other countries for the weekend. That's unimaginable in America. Yeah, oh shit, I missed that one. Yeah, I totally understand that because I knew people that literally drove to another country to buy groceries because it was a couple of euros cheaper over there. My father knew someone that just drove to Hungary whenever he needed to go to the dentist. Ah, loot. Ooh. A crimson gem, one might say.
One might say that, yes.
But yeah, Europe is just a clusterfuck of small countries all stuck together. Oh, definitely not. I don't think that not unifying is a bad thing there though, because it kind of helps keeping the diversity alive.
Yeah, I just think, I don't know, it's just something we discussed today in my,
Oh.
I don't know if you can even translate this into English. It's because I'm doing an apprenticeship as basically as someone who sells and works with books. I have to take like some classes. In German it's called a Berufsschule.
If you translate it literally, it would be a work school.
Job school, basically.
Job school, yeah.
We're talking about that because some people in my class, it didn't make it like the Austrian school system. It's just like you have your, I think, 12 years of school, and then you have like a test in the end called Matura. And if you have that, you can like skip some classes, but some of us don't, because Matura is Matura.
I mean, if you want to explain, you can grab a seat.
No, I won't grab a seat. I'm just the voice of the off.
I just thought if you want to explain a lot of stuff, you might as well move up to the mic.
Honey? No.
Alright.
I'm shy.
You literally jumped on camera already today.
Stop it.
Alright, so okay.
If I talk too much, I'm very sorry.
No, don't talk too much. Feel free to. I just wanted to ask you if you wanted to be closer to the mic so people could hear you better.
Yeah. Taylor's got trade school, so yes. Thank you very much.
Ah, trade school. Trade, right? Trade
Yes.
is another way for work, right? Word for work. There.
Yeah. Austrian school system is very complicated, so I won't explain much because.
The Austrian school system is fucking stupid, but let's be
Yes,
honest,
honey.
most
Yes,
school
honey.
systems are.
Yes, honey, we all know. Nah.
I'm a big enemy of the current way school systems work. They,
Yeah.
in my opinion, they need to be redone from scratch.
Yes. Especially like it's just bureaucracy. It's just bureaucratic bullshit.
I think the biggest problem I have with school systems right now is the fact that like more than half of the skills you learn during a school are skills that are literally useless on your day-to-day life, while there are so many other skills that you could use on your day-to-day life that you are just expected to learn outside of school. What are you trying to do there?
I am doing nothing. I'm just leaning in because I want to see what you're doing. I'm very interested in what you're doing.
Fair enough.
I'm very, very interested in
Oh dear. I think, like, I will never need to know the name of 21 rivers in Austria after 3rd grade again.
Yes, honey, you know, okay? If you don't know that this one is called,
I don't even need to know the name of the district of the city I live in. They have numbers because numbers are better.
No, you need to know the names because then you can say, yes, I'm from this district.
Fuck the names.
No, honey, you need to know that. That's very important.
Please.
I'm so sorry.
This is a message from me to the naming system of districts in Austria. Fuck you all! We are having fun here.
We're just talking about like niche Austrian stuff. It's just like.
Honestly, that's one of the things I like about streaming though, because you can get very different perspectives on so many things in life, because everybody can come from anywhere, and it's always interesting to see small and big differences between your places.
Maybe.
The girlfriend has appeared.
Oh no, I have appeared. How was I called? Female Seishiro?
Little female Seishiro.
I mean, I'm tiny. That's fine.
The US school system is far from perfect. I'm in a university and it's getting very old. I believe that.
God, yes, I can imagine.
Honestly, I'm ragging about the Austrian school system a lot right now. But honestly, the American school system seems like something out of a nightmare. I'm gonna be honest here with you.
We don't even get to experience it. We just get to hear from it, from like videos of people talking about their about their student debt and stuff like that. We don't even get to experience it. We just hear about it. Oh my god. I mean, respect that you're doing it. If I can, what are you studying? Ooh. I was here. Haha.
You have been here indeed. And so you're still here as far as I can tell.
No, I'm not here. I'm an illusion.
Okay, girlfriend's gone, I guess. I guess nothing strange is going on in the background. Nothing strange at all.
Nothing.
Whee. Oh, by the way, I should be able to mount now. I'm looking for the clothes maker.
Oh yeah, it's back up there.
There's my mount. Ah!
Yes, I have.
Oh wait, I have my. Where's my cool mount?
These are all cool mounts, honey.
Oh, I can't use him yet. Aww.
You can do it, honey.
Aww. But yeah, I've heard from the people that literally left the US because they had children and didn't want them to go through the school system of America, and I was like, yeah, fair. I understand that. I'm studying criminal justice right now. I want to join law enforcement. Unfortunately, in the US, you essentially need a college degree in order to get a job. It's always annoying when, like, oh, shit. It's always bad when it's like this, because I'm not going to assume too much about your current situation, but as far as I know, as far as we all in Austria and other countries know, the American school system, or the university system rather, takes so much money. Like, the only thing that always comes up consistently whenever there's talk going on about American university is student debt. And that you have to basically plunge yourself into a debt hole you won't be able to crawl out for over a decade.
Yeah. I respect that though. Criminal justice is very cool. That's why don't you join law enforcement?
Excuse me?
No,
Oh, it definitely sounds like a very cool study field of study, but those debts are just kind of nightmarish.
Azarach!
Adera.
Azarach!
I like him, but he's starting to feel more and more squish right now. Maybe I should give him a health item.
He's the best squish.
He's a very good squish, but I do worry about him just randomly kicking the bucket at some point.
Oh no, not the squish.
The squish.
Not the squish.
You would not expect a thing that looks like Satan incarnate to be squishy, but here we are.
I think it looks like just an eldritch abomination.
Alright. Is it worse or better?
Whoa.
Huh.
Huh.
I mean, to be fair, according to its Monster Journal entry, it is an eldritch abomination.
That game is so cool.
Oh yes. I really like the amount of lore everything has.
Yeah.
Have you looked at any of the lore pages yet?
Yes, because I like to look at like some Monster Journal entries. I remember when I was playing Mass Effect, it was like the third game I ever played was Mass Effect 2. I didn't play the first one, I just played the second one. And because reasons. And I remember I was just looking at like the entries of like the different alien races and the different how starships and what happened to humanity and Anderson. I just remember looking at that because oh my god, that was so interesting for me, and I do that a lot because I want my backgrounds. I'm just a big nerd. I'm just a big nerd.
A second. The depth is very bad. Tuition for me is about $2,500 a semester. There are some ways to deal with it in better ways. For example, in my state, the government pays 90% as long as you have good grades.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's at least something, but still, that sounds... Whew.
I mean, good that in your state the government pays 90%.
Oh yeah, that's definitely good.
Really, really nice.
But Jesus Christ, 2,500. I'm thinking about going back to studying, and I'm gonna go do it at a private university in a way, and I would have to pay 360 euros a semester. Like, that's a world of a difference. I would probably have to pay a basis that is lower than whatever you have to pay well after the deduction.
No. I think he's under you. He's under you.
Right. Okay.
I can speak German. I can speak English.
Everything's alright.
I just speak bad Russian.
Right. He would be at $250 if we're going to go 90% off. It sounds amazing, yeah, and that's one of the more expensive. I mean, okay, of course, there are some very niche studies that are very expensive. But if you just want to enroll in the General University of Vienna, you can do so for $20 a semester.
No. Just if you're Austrian, if you're a state citizen.
Is it only for state citizens?
And for European citizens, yes.
It will be Europeans, but not just Austrians, I think.
No, it's Austrians pay 20 euros and Europeans I think pay like 200.
Oh, okay.
Everything outside of that pays like 350.
Alright. Okay, I think that's still pretty decent.
Yeah, it's still like the same thing you pay for the private university. It's FH, Fachschule. How do you say it in English? How do you say it in English? I don't speak the language. No.
You're doing fine, honey.
Oh, thank you very much. No, but I think it's for really special things because it's like it's basically a school. It's basically a school, but on a higher level, and I have another friend who does it, but like only in a politicky sense. because she wants to have because she wants to go into politics, and I know she pays like the same amount as you would pay, like 350, and the teachers really help you because it's small. It's very small groups. But yeah, I would love ping that. I believe you. It's I don't know. That's like the thing we complain. I don't think I don't know if that translates very well, but in German we say, I'm complaining on a high level. I'm complaining from very down. We have a really good, robust social system and social net here, and we're not both from very rich families, so we are not, yeah.
I would say we're both middle class. I'm probably lower middle class, you are middle class.
Yes, I mean, I'm from a teacher family, and teachers never make much salary, not even in Austria.
One thing that I wanted to add, by the way, in case you're wondering why... Yeah, of course. In case you're wondering why non-Austrian citizens pay more than Austrian citizens, because Austria had the problem for a while that people would just come here to study because studying was dirt cheap and then leave for their home countries again. And the Austrians are actually using a lot of tax money to keep the study system that cheap. That's why they limited the amount of seats that non-Austrian citizens can take up in all of the study courses, just so the Austrian citizens would still be guaranteed to be able to study. When I studied biology back in the day, there were a couple of people from abroad. I personally didn't know too many personally. I know there were some, but... oh, wait. Oh, you're weak to water, I didn't notice. But there were not that many. Most of the other peoples that studied in Austria are from Germany, of course, because we are right next to Germany, we are speaking the same language and everything like that. So, oh, I totally forgot to add skill points there.
Oh my god, Austria has a skill point? Oh.
Apparently I did.
That's really cringe of you.
I think I'm gonna save this skill point for one more level up.
Are you gonna?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks so great.
Then add it to your team.
No, but then I have to.
Oh wait, you can't get it yet, can you?
I have it.
You have it already?
I have a Scorch, but I don't know
How the fuck did you get a Scorch already at this point?
I went to the Magna Cannons, I fought like the guy with the Scorch, and then I got a Scorch egg. Scorch! I pronounce it so weird. Scorch egg.
Scorch!
And then I got a Scorch egg. But the only thing for me is... the only thing for me is... I don't know where to put it. I don't know where to put it because my team... It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It is not good for coordination. It doesn't work. Aww. Yes, but I love it so much. It's just a kennel cat. Who can say that they have a kennel cat?
Well,
Few people can say. You can. Yeah, wow. Oh my god, he's complaining.
Complaining at a high level, you would say?
Complaining at a high level. You can even say I have the high ground. Yes, I am so sorry.
Everything's alright, honey. We're having fun here.
We have fun.
They do something similar in the States. If I went to another state to go to college, I would essentially pay double tuition. Ah, okay, so there is a system like that going on there. Okay, good to know, good to know.
I'm always open to learning things.
But it's interesting to know that there's basically the same thing going on over there. I mean, I guess it makes sense that a system like that's not only in our place. We just like to pretend to act like we're the only one.
That's the Austrian way.
The Austrian way!
We're like the country of people with self-confidence issues. It's very fun.
Oh, I don't have self-confidence issues.
Yeah, I know you don't. Oh, you found her!
Yes.
Nice! Oh.
Hello, lady! Oh, they do something... Oh, wait, no, I already read that message. My bad.
But I wanted to...
Oh, go for it.
What a surprise, a visitor. Hello, Get warm by the fire. I'll make some tea for you. Oh, I have even better idea. You come to me because you want to swim in the very water, okay? You should probably swim in a lake that won't freeze you to your bones, but I can already see you're a stubborn one. I know better than to argue with some young know-it-all. I'll make some warm underwear for you, yes? Yes? Trust me. This will keep you warm even when you're at the bottom of the frozen lake. The lake is so frozen, it freezes all you have. It never stops frozening. Yes, frozen. The word frozen.
Ah, yes, the frozen lake. The lake that is frozen. The lake covered in ice defined as frozen. That lake.
Which lake? It's true what hurt. I make the best. I make it from beast tie and magma pillar silk. I can make some warm underwear even when there isn't a full moon. I don't get that reference.
Yeah, I also don't understand why they need a full moon to do anything.
She's just a witch, honey.
Ah!
She's just a witch. Just bring me some rawhide, alright? You already have some rawhide? Well, why are we waiting for? Why are we still talking? Sorry, I can't read very much because my eyes. Let me make some warm underwear for you.
Oh, I might have actually taken that raw hide into New Game Plus already. Well, it speeds things up.
Yeah, alright. I hope you like it. I made it specially for you.
Yes, sir.
Because I took your measurements and I took them when you sleep.
Frightening, especially since I wasn't asleep.
You think?
I think I will never sleep again.
Always watching, always waiting. Oh, sorry.
No worries, no worries.
Stay as long as you like. Or you can go and test out your new warm
Yes,
underwear.
go, can go. That's important. I can
you
go.
won't go. You won't go. You will never leave.
You don't
You will never leave. Just don't forget to visit me now and then, alright?
Yes, I definitely won't forget. I'm never coming back.
You will get nothing from me.
Well, I got some underwear. You're the stalker that breaks into the house and is like, but why don't
I
you?
need to do some underwear.
Why don't you accept my love? I did this all for you.
I really love her. So,
Hungry.
she's just a woman.
Why am I not surprised that you like the old babushka?
Because you know me, and you know I am myself. In my soul instead of an old babushka.
I mean, to be
I
fair, we
wake
are
up in the
both.
morning and everything hurts because my bones are breaking.
When I wake up, when I'm not gonna be.
No, I think you can't go up there.
Yeah, I think I will need improved flying, right?
Yeah, because I also didn't go up there and I tried for like
Alright.
10 times. I still remember that because it wasn't that long ago when I first bought it.
I think you started like roughly 1 week ago, didn't you?
Yes. When my
Okay.
trade school started.
Alright.
Yes, Ashura is very cool. I lost to him. I lost against him, to fight against him. And then I went to Julia and now I finally beat Julia.
Aye. Did you beat Ashura yet?
No,
Okay.
I am on my way.
I'm on my way. I'm back to the heart again. Way yo. To the heart again.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking I was gonna appear on your screen, but hey, here we go.
There we go. I was very surprised, but I am enjoying our little unplanned cooperation stream here.
Unplanned!
Unplanned! Improvisation!
I mean, I'm just like standing there.
Yeah, honestly,
Menacingly.
if we're ever doing a real co-op stream, I definitely need to do another
I don't
webcam.
have even anything I can plug or something like that. We can do a co-op because I have nothing I can co-op with you. Except my lovely presence, of course.
I mean, co-op just means that we're gonna play something together.
I don't know all that
You're
stuff.
so confused. She's so confused. She's going back to German mode.
Yes. Because when I revert back to my mother language, I'm just like, no, 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 no. It is mal alles
Reject
okay,
English, return to German.
Oh no.
You're enjoying it. Glad to hear. Glad to hear it.
Good to know that someone is enjoying our band.
Hey, we have. This means 100% of viewers are currently enjoying our banter.
It is 100% are enjoying.
All 100% of our viewership.
Ah, yes. I haven't found Brutus yet. I want to find him because then I can name an two Brutus.
Tu, Brutus.
Yeah. My monsters have all very silly names, and I love it so much that you can name them and you can change the names, and I don't know. It's like the little things, because I hated it in Pokemon when I didn't have a nice name for or a nickname. I needed to wait, and then I needed to. I don't know. It's just why it was a small thing, and I was very happy when I came to like the big tree. And there was this lady who was just like, yeah, I can change the nicknames of your monsters, and I was just like, yeah.
I had the problem that I never was able. Whenever
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good rate. 100% of viewers that are enjoying it are a pretty good rate. You're right about that.
One could say it is the best rate.
The best.
But yeah, I have the problem that whenever I change names of things, I will never learn the original name of creatures. I only learned the real name of Asuki on my third playthrough here. Because I was so used to calling it 66% Nidrasil.
Oh.
And it's not even a name that rolls off the tongue at all.
But it's 66% Nitrosil, honey.
It is 66% Nidrasil indeed.
I love 66% Nitrosil.
It is
Of course,
a great
mine is
name.
named Kersnik.
I mean, that's a very on-brand name for you.
I am.
Her online name is Kurtzneck.
I am a snake, and I am cursed. I love snakes. Snakes are so cool.
Snakes are very good. I don't know why I gravitate towards snake creatures in creature collectors so much. Whenever there's a
I
creature,
don't even like snakes.
I mean, I don't mind snakes. I don't have anything against them, but yeah, they're definitely not my favorite animals. Mostly because they're cool for a couple of minutes and then they're just boring and lying around.
No, they're not boring. They're so cool when they wrap around your arm and when they just like lay there and they sneak. And when you're sneaking around.
Honey, you're literally describing the same thing that a belt could do for you.
No, because the belt is not moving on its own, honey.
Well, the snake ain't either for 99% of its time. Unconscious association with your girlfriend.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. It's just like, the snake, like my girlfriend.
Ah, yes, all the snakes.
The snake.
Yeah.
Snakes are so cool. And you can never change my mind. And we're getting one.
I didn't plan on changing your mind, but now we're not getting one.
See she?
Marie.
Dogs.
Ah, yes, the famous dogs. That already happened like 2 hours ago. Have we been live for 2 hours? Oh yeah, we have been live for
We
over
have
2
been
hours.
live for 2 hours. Yes. He told my real name. Oh my god.
I did not tell your full name, honey.
Yes, that was my full name. My name is just Marie.
Oh no, well, that's at least easy to remember, I guess.
I have no surname. I have no other names. I'm just Marie.
Ah, surnames are overrated.
But I am the sneaky.
It's Nick.
Yes.
Oh wait, there's something over there. Oh. Ha!
Oh, secret.
Secret.
Secret?
Is there something down there as well? Oh.
Yeah. There is something over there.
Is there?
But but oh. No, I'm
Okay,
very
not over
sorry.
there.
I
No problem,
thought there
no
was
problem.
something because there was like something I couldn't get for a long time. I was very angry.
Angry snack.
I finally got an Aklu deck. By the
Oh
way.
shit. Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Because
Aklud is so
because I
fucking
got it
good.
in a reward box.
Oh wait, is it the one? Oh, it's not break. Alright, I know what to do then.
Do you know what to do?
Yeah.
I tried this
Leap
myself
of
and
faith.
I wasn't successful. Let's just say it like that.
I actually did it like that in my other playthrough.
Yeah, then you're more successful than me.
Ah, I think I did it. I think the second you are on the middle one, it counts.
Honey, you are a genius.
Ah!
A mad genius, but you are a genius.
Mad genius. But yeah, speaking of snacks, that was the fun thing. Even in How's the game called? In Koromon. My favorite Koromon was Slitherpin, the snack. It's always the snack monster for some reason. Wait, we have... Pigs love bacon! Thank you for the follow!
Yes, I'm
Glad
doing
you're
the
enjoying your
follow
time
dance.
here.
You are following, I'm doing the follow dance. No.
We have a
there
follow
is-
dance? Okay, you know what? We have a
No,
follow
honey,
dance!
honey,
We
honey,
have a follow
honey,
dance!
honey,
Apparently, everybody, this is not a drill! This is not a drill! We have a follow dance!
I just want you to know I'm very sorry. I just want you to know I'm very sorry. I apologize very much. I apologize profusely. He's always like that. And Honey, what the hell are you doing?
This is your stream now. Good luck.
So hi, I'm not Insane Seishiro, I'm Cursed Snake, but I hope I can be a very good replacement. I'm very tiny.
Thanks for playing along with me.
Yes, of course, honey.
Love the matching pants!
Yes. Yes, we are very much in relax mode. Like I said, I just came home like when I think like half an hour before I started streaming. Yes, hi.
I think it was longer because we did eat dinner first.
Yeah, true.
That's
Yeah,
good.
welcome to our energy. It's very cursed.
It's very chaos and I love it.
Yes, the matching pant. Just wearing matching pant.
Matching pante. Oh, I'm losing this thing.
Honey,
Yeah?
don't lose the thing.
I make no such promises. This is fun. I like this energy we are having.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Aha! We are getting a permanent resident!
I shouldn't have said that.
Up, too late. Move your sweet ass over.
Hi.
Hello.
I am the snake. I am the cursed snake, and I am here as the second, as the second person that talks.
If we're doing this more often, I will definitely have to do a bigger webcam
We
stream.
have to consider if we get like the flat. If we
True.
get the flat, then we even have to recalibrate the whole thing.
I really hope we're getting the apartment. We're currently looking for apartment, and so far the problem is that the bloody... What's a makler called in English?
The guy who sells you the thing.
Ah, the thing seller. The guy who sells the thing.
You know him. He's
That
the-
guy.
He's the seller of the things. No, I think like the dude that sells you like the flats. It's on the tip of my tongue. I know this because my stepdad deals like in the same stuff, and he told me the phrase for that when I was younger, but it was like blim.
Real estate agent.
Real estate agent.
Thank
you
you.
very much. I appreciate you. Just
Real
joining
estate
in.
Agents. Yeah. The real estate agents are incompetent. Like, holy shit.
He has very strong opinions about stuff, as you can see. But yeah, I agree, they're not very
If
nice.
you're trying to sell me something and I send you a question to just literally... Okay, let me build you a scenario. Let me give you the situation. I'm not talking about the main flat right now. I'm talking about the other one from Monday.
Hey!
Wait, did I have... Oh, wait, that's my
Oh, the
one.
one from Monday.
Yeah. The guy... First things first, they came half an hour late to the apartment tour, which in of itself not too bad, but alright, that happened. Then, when I asked them, okay, do you have a business card or something I can contact you with from now on? They were like, well, okay, let's look for a business card. Look for a business card for a while. Okay, I don't have any business cards on me. It was like, alright, can you send me an email so I can contact you via that email address? Yes, I will definitely do that. I got that email like 2 days later.
Oh, okay.
And on another note, on the same day, I actually called them and asked them if they could send me the flat details because they took down the website where it was on and they have still not done so. It's been almost a week.
Yes,
Uh,
it's not that bad, but it's just very frustrating because due to inflation, it's all, More
Expensive.
Eh.
Hey.
Nah, but it's great. I'm just hoping.
The housing market is just bad everywhere. Let's be
yeah,
honest.
That's not Austria, Jane. That's not a problem just in Austria. That's a problem in the world.
Honestly, the biggest problem when it comes to housing, in my opinion, is just Japan. You know, like, Japan has the... Okay, that's the wrong way to put the sentence together.
Japan is so terrible.
Japan has the biggest problem when it comes to housing. I've got a friend over there, Amy, and Amy pays like regular rent for an apartment that's 10 square meters.
That's like very tiny. It's very tiny.
Alright, you're using the imperial system,
Honey,
goddammit.
honey.
Well, look at that.
Be nice.
I am not going to make excuses for the imperial system.
I'm watching you be nice.
I'm gonna use real numbers, thank you.
Honey, I am watching.
Yes,
and I
you
want you to be nice to the people, okay?
I'm not-
Otherwise, you don't get tea.
Honey, I will always be nice to the people. I will not be nice to the imperial system.
Otherwise, you don't get tea.
Well, I can just lick it off the table, I guess.
No! Where is the... You stop that!
I think the paper...
I will find the paper towel. Thank you.
Oh, you kicked it down.
Yes, it was me. I was just like... Huh?
You know what? I'll just give you this. Ah!
I get a Latveon.
I mean, do you want something else?
Yes, I don't want a Latvian.
Well, too bad.
Can I get the apple?
Yes, you can get the other one.
Yes.
We have... what? Wait, let me zoom in real quick. We have Monster Hunter wooden... what's the English name? Things you put
Coasters.
beneath... What?
Coasters.
Coasters, thank you. A wooden Monster Hunter coaster. She got them for me for our... I think on our anniversary you got them for,
Yeah,
right?
it was my anniversary.
And they are pretty cool. Each of them has a different
I have a
monster on
Kirin
them.
now. I like Kirin. Kirin is very cute.
Kirin is very fun.
Yes, it's just a terrible fight.
I can use the metric too. We use it in Canada, fortunately. Ah! Haha! Canadians are on our side. Canadians are the good people.
I don't think Americans are bad. Honey?
Alright, I'll stop. Okay, that's good, that's good. And you know 10 square meters is not a lot.
It's funny because I once knew a Canadian who used the Imperial system.
I guess they will probably learn both systems just because they're adjacent to,
I don't know. I don't
to America and probably have to just learn it by...
Like I said, I don't know. I just knew one guy.
Oh,
like,
I don't know it either, I'm just
like a
theorizing.
few years back who was not really confused, but it was just like he always got it mixed up because fair. If you grow up with one system and then you use the other one.
And so, I don't know. Have you ever... do you... I mean, you know him, I know, but I'll just ask for the stream, the chat, our one viewer.
Our 100% enjoyment rate.
If you know the YouTuber Ginger Pale, it's an animator guy, and he made a video about the metric versus imperial system once, and he raises a lot of good points, and he grew up on the imperial system, but like any sane person, he is pro a metric system. And
Honey.
And we were talking about how the imperial system literally caused several accidents already.
I can think of both, but it's hard to switch. Yeah, okay, fair. Absolutely fair. If you like know both, that's... I mean, respect that you can keep that in your head.
My respect.
Yeah. The only thing I can keep in my head in the imperial system is my height, because I was always confused what they mean by 6 foot, and because I've been operating in online circles since I was like
I refuse to
child.
know my height in feet.
I think you're 6 foot.
Well, we'll never know.
You are 6 foot?
We'll never
We are
know.
180. I am 5
We will never know!
I am 5'1", because I'm very I'm not very tiny, but I'm tiny.
She's my small girl. I call her my small girl and I love her.
No, I love you too, Shed. Nah, but that was like the thing I really got in my brain because I was thinking it's funny at 5'1" and people were talking like, ah, I'm 5 foot this, 5 foot that, because let's be honest, the internet is
American centric, is like focused on America, and it's.
Yes, because we are giving in to them whenever it comes to their
Yes,
feet
but it's
thing.
nice to
We
know
have
from
to
other
take a
things, honey.
stand. We have to take a stance and say it as it is. I'm 1 meter and 78 centimeters.
Oh, then you're not 6 foot. I'm sorry.
I can live with that.
Nah.
Would you rather
Honey?
say I'm 5 foot, 3 birds and 1 pet rock? Is that how the metric with the imperial system works?
That's not how the metric works, no way.
I mainly learned both systems because in science we use metric, but in building or construction they only use imperial.
That's interesting.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Science knows which one is more precise. No, that's not even a diss, honey. That's literally how it is.
I
And
think it's so funny. You're just like, fuck the imperial system.
I have
Fuck
very
it,
strong
fuck it,
opinions
and all it
about the imperial
represents.
system.
Standing there like. Then be nice to people. Be nice to people. Oh, what's my? No, I was just confused why this is. What...
You put it down there yesterday. I just didn't move it so you would find it again.
Lol. Yeah.
Well, I guess I should have moved it so you could find it again.
My card. For the public pool.
I guess
Just you took it and you took it away.
I did not touch that thing.
Of course you didn't. You just don't want me to swim.
What would I gain by you not swimming? Please inform me. Which kind of profit, which kind of positive action in my life would happen from me hindering you to swim?
I don't know, but you're doing it.
Can't argue with that logic because there is none.
I love you, honey.
I love you too, honey.
It's so fun.
Okay, so let's restore something here. Let's restore my faith in humanity.
Do you still have that?
Well, I have to restore it, so apparently not.
Big sad. Big mad.
Mad cause sad, cause bad.
Big dad. Big dad energy.
I think I have mostly granddad energy.
You have uncle energy.
Yeah, fair. To be fair, you can say everybody has a certain level of uncle energy. Because uncle energy is having all the advantages of having kids without any of the downsides.
Yeah, this is why people say, like, yeah, you have aunt energy. Nah, because I know my place. I'm the older sister because I have 3 younger brothers. Of course, I'm the older sister.
You're definitely the older sister.
I am the big sister type.
It's so funny that you are also the only woman in your entire generation, like, the entire group of siblings. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, I was just like the first one, and then they were just like.
Okay, we're done with girls now.
I was
Christmas
pretty
Snail,
sad because I always wanted to have a sister.
Hmm.
Which is like, I love my brothers, I love them very much. They're little shits, but I love them very much. I don't know. Like, I got my first sibling when I was 11, and then I was just like, Anton, my younger brother, and he's just an asshole. But I love him. I love him, but he's an asshole. Like,
Yeah. Natural enemies, brothers and sisters. They are similar to Scots and Englishmen, or Scots and Welshmen, or Scots and other Scots. Damn Scots! They ruined Scotland!
Why do I know where you were going? I was just like, yes, I know where you're going. I feel it in my bones.
To be honest, Simpson references are just part of the zeitgeist.
Yes.
No,
my little brother never seen it. None of them. Not the 15-year-old one, and also not, of course, not my baby bro. But it can happen.
It
can happen. Es wird noch, as we say.
Wird schon.
Wird schon.
But no, I've never watched The Simpsons either, but you're just forced to know Simpsons stuff at some point.
My stepdad was always just like, don't know The Simpsons. And you call yourself a human being?
Damn, and you say I'm harsh.
My stepdad, he was a very funny guy. He's just a funny guy.
Just a funny guy, just a funny clown joke. Be nice to me, it's my birthday.
I'm just a little guy.
We've watched a lot of Jello Apocalypse over the last few days.
Because when you want to sleep and you don't know what to watch, and then it's just like I love Ace Attorney, and he did the Ace Attorney investigations. He did a playthrough of the Ace Attorney investigations games, which like the first one is even had a release in like America, and the second one didn't, but there exists a fan translation, and I love Ace Attorney. It's such a great trilogy. Goddamn, are the investigation games badly written, and I don't know shit about writing.
I know shit about writing.
He
They
knows
are
shit about
badly
writing.
written.
I don't know shit about writing. He knows, and he was writing.
I don't think you need to know much about writing to know that these games are very badly written.
Which I think is sad because I like Miles Edgeworth.
Just to clarify again, we're not talking about the mainline Ace Attorney games. We're specifically talking about the investigation spin-off series.
Yeah, and which is terrible, and I hate that it's terrible because I love it.
Honestly, it's so terrible that it's already good again, in my opinion.
Extraterritorial rights.
I claim them for the second time!
Yeah, I get PTSD when someone talks to me about extraterritorial rights. No, but it's
If you lean far enough into the bad direction, you become fun again, in my opinion.
yeah.
You just have to
I
commit.
mean, that's the reason why The Room is so popular.
Yeah, literally, that's one of the good... I mean, to be honest, I think a bad movie is easier to enjoy than a bad game. Because a bad movie, you can just passively absorb. A bad game, you have to do your own stuff as well. That's why I think these games are funny to watch when Jello has to suffer through them. I wouldn't want to play them myself.
Yeah, I think I watched like one of his streams live when he was going through Ace Attorney Investigations 2. I never felt so sorry for a guy. I never felt so sorry for a guy. I never met him, and I never will meet
Well, you
him.
definitely should feel sorry for us, guy. We are the most repressed gender.
Yes, I can see that. He is so repressed. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah. I mean, look at all
Hey,
the...
you know the guy, the one guy at work, the one that quit, the Dominic. He was really like that.
There are actually people like that?
Yes.
And I thought those only existed
was-
in the male VTubing community.
He was angry because a coworker of mine was in a happy relationship, and she didn't find him interesting. Nah, find him interesting is think of the
Oh,
wrong
I think I
word.
remember that
Yeah.
story.
Yes, and he was just like, no. That's
He was just too much of a good guy stuck in the friend zone, wasn't he?
what an absolute dude.
What the absolute metalhead!
Yeah, I only remember that. Yeah, but yeah. He's just a dude. He's just a weird dude.
Just a little guy.
He's a little guy.
Next to him, it's his birthday.
Oh yeah, we have those people too.
I think every place has those people.
It's just they don't wear fedora.
Milady.
I've seen like more people than I would care to admit with like traditional like fedora type.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Hats, which they
Just-
look
I
like
think
fedoras but in green and with like big feathers
I
because
think
it's
you
very
could call it an
traditional.
alpine hat or something like
Yeah,
that.
alpine hat because it's very traditional and it's called our traditional style of clothing is called tracht and tracht.
Yeah, I just don't like these things.
Ah,
I think they're so ugly.
I think they look really great. I like the dirndl if it's not sexualized because it can look very weird when it's sexualized with like the cleavage just up down there and
I still don't understand how you could sexualize a dirndl, but I guess the internet managed to sexualize less
I
sexual
mean, look at
things.
Oktoberfest. I think it's.
I mean, it
think-
makes sense.
yeah.
A shit ton of alcohol.
Yeah, and. Yeah.
And the women.
The women.
Women.
And I met a lot of people who wear like our traditional style of dress, and they go around like, yeah, when back in the days when we were still an empire, when Austria-Hungary was still a thing, with later.
A lot of our old folks are longing for glory days even their grandparents didn't experience anymore.
Yes. The Austria-Hungary fell like 1918. My grandparents were born my grandparents were born 1940.
I think when my grandmother
And they
was...
were just like, oh my god, everything was better
I think
under
when,
the emperor. Which emperor? We never met one.
I think my grandmother, when she was born, we still were connected to Hungary, but I don't think she really, I don't know, knew much about that time. Because
Yeah.
she died at the age of 97, she died like roughly 10 years back, so let's say 110 years. So she was believed the age of 10 when
Yeah.
she lived through 2 world wars.
I mean, respect. But we live Austria's culture and history and culture. Yeah, we are a small country. It's fair that people don't know much about.
We're pretty
Like-
much a side note in the Second World War to Germany.
Yes, and we are the people. Like Austria is the reason why the First World War happened, because somebody in Serbia killed like the son of a. Sorry, I studied history. I love history, and this is why sometimes when I talk about history I nerd out. So I'm very sorry in advance.
Like many
Yeah.
places, Austria started as a Roman encampment.
Yes, and before that it was very interesting because Austria was like a very interesting mix between Slavic, Germanic, and Roman culture.
And then Christianity happened and tried to wipe everything out, as Christianity does.
It was very sad.
Yeah.
Very much of the culture was my focus was mythology, especially Austrian mythology, because most of it is very scattered, and which I think it's very sad. But yeah, I mean,
Let's continue this in a second. Let's just go through the dialogue first, and then we can.
I'm sorry.
No problem, no problem.
I will lecture you now.
Do you want to
sorry.
read? No worries,
Yeah,
no worries. We can
I will.
continue this in a moment.
Yeah.
Do you want to read the oracle and I read the spirit?
Of course.
Then you go.
The oracle and spirit. Oh, you mean
I mean my spirit bird thing.
Oh,
The
you
ancestor spirit.
Mean, you make America. I see you've come to tread on the doorstep of oblivion, young keeper. You know of the dangers that lurk in the forlorn place of the sanctuary, and yet you seek them out. I've watched you as you traverse the snowy peaks, and even before that, spectral keeper Insane Seshilo.
I think I remember visiting this place with one of your ancestors in Saint Ishiro, but I don't remember this strange apparition.
In another life, I used to be called by a different name. But now I'm only known as the Oracle of Snowy Peaks. I'm sorry, I dropped something.
Everything's alright.
Okay.
What are you exactly? Why do you haunt this place?
I am a lost soul that wanders the oceans of the world for years. Bianca.
Well, just because you can't count it doesn't mean they are beyond count.
Rude.
They are beyond your count, maybe.
You want that wisdom or not? You want that wisdom or not, huh?
Well, I would want it, but apparently you don't have any to spare. Ooh.
No, you go away. You go.
Please
So-
continue.
During my natural life, I have seen the world turn to darkness before my own eyes. When the sanctuary was created, it was as if a triumphant beacon lit up in the middle of a black sea. Hope returned to the world. That is why I always watch over the sanctuary when it needs me. And if it needs me, I will intervene.
And if need be.
Yeah, sorry. I'm very-
Alles okay, Schatz.
I will intervene.
Sorry,
in the course of
if
the
you're too tired, you can take a
Oh,
break.
honey, it's okay. I like reading. You know
Okay,
that.
okay.
I don't like to hear my own voice talk, but it's fine.
One can get used to that, but nobody likes their own voice at first.
Yeah, it sounds weird.
I like your voice.
Thank you. I also like yours.
Thank you.
Yes. Please? The last time I revealed myself to a keeper was almost 300 years ago. when the sanctuary was in great danger. But we failed. The man who had turned himself into an undying evil escaped our grasp. And he still seeks to corrupt the sanctuary. With lies and sweet promises, he has turned several keepers over to his cause. I do not know how many have joined the ranks. Spectral Keeper in CNC Shadow, you've already shown great bravery on the path that led you here. But I need to be sure that you are the one that will save the sanctuary from the devil. Do you believe that you are ready to face the Oracle's challenge, Spectral Keeper?
Well, no, now that I think about it now, I'm just gonna go home.
Okay, yeah, the door's over there. You
Okay,
can just
bye.
go.
It was nice. Was
Yeah,
nice.
Come forth, noble beast! Test this keeper's spirit through combat.
Mortal Kombat! Yeah, all of what I know about it was the World Wars. It's cool though, I wouldn't expect that mixture of cultures.
Absolutely
Everything
fair.
in Europe is a big mixture of cultures, because you can't live next to, like, how many country borders are touching Austria's
Yeah, we border
borders?
in Germany.
Italy, Hungary.
Italy, Hungary, we're bordering Slovenia, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic. We're bordering also
Switzerland?
Switzerland and Liechtenstein, which is,
Right, okay, people know. Do people even know what Liechtenstein is?
I think people know about Liechtenstein, but most of the people are just like, haha, this tiny country.
Fun
which you can
fact about
rent out.
Liechtenstein, the ruler of Liechtenstein owns more area in Austria than the size of entirety of Liechtenstein.
Which makes sense. Liechtenstein was an Austrian duchy.
Also,
Before it
another
was
fun
defeated.
fact, the Liechtenstein army consisted of 50 people, and they marched out, I think, during one of the world wars, and when they marched somewhere, didn't really encounter any enemies, and then marched back together with 51 people because they encountered one tourist that liked the guy so much that he joined the Liechtenstein army. They marched into war and came back with a friend.
Yes. Maybe the real. Oh no! I won't say it.
Maybe the real war was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, it's terrible. I'm very sorry.
Everything's alright.
No, but it's but the thing is, we have a very much an influence of Eastern European culture here, which I think is very nice. Mostly just like Czech, Slovenia, Slovakia, Hungary. A lot of Hungarian words. Yeah, that's hilarious. Liechtenstein is very cute. I have a family who've been to Vaduz, which is like the capital of Liechtenstein. They call it like. It's tiny.
He's small.
Small.
Just a wee lad.
Just a wee baby.
Yeah, I'm just a little guy. Be nice to me. I'm just a little country.
I'm just a little country. I'm just a baby country. When I'm gonna grow up, I'm gonna be a real country. There are a lot of like these little.
Of course you will be Liechtenstein. Now go sit in your corner and play with your blocks.
Your blocks.
The blocks.
Yeah, but there are a lot of like these tiny countries. In Europe, there's like San Marino in Italy, and of course the Vatican State. Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything smaller than Liechtenstein, or? I mean, yes, the Vatican State. If we count the Vatican State as a country, then yes, that one. But other than
No,
that...
Vatican State is bigger.
Really?
I think. I don't know.
I mean, it might
Look,
be,
my
but...
geography is not the best.
Hey, no worries, no worries. I don't know it either, but... I don't know. I would hope for Liechtenstein is at least bigger than the Vatican State.
Yeah, the Vatican State's big.
He's baby.
It's very stretchy.
Oh, I don't have enough mana anymore, which is...
Why don't you have the mana?
Well,
I have, yeah, Aklud. He's so cool.
he's
I
very
love him
cool.
very much. He's just the land orca.
He's I'm so looking for... Oh, wait, no, don't spoil anything
la,
you
la.
see on Twitter. It's on the Twitter.
La 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 la.
I still wonder if the Aklud was inspired by Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean, you told me it's inspired from. It's probably inspired from something called the land shark.
Yeah, I think it's inspired by the land shark because let's be honest, the land shark pretty much a shark and an orca have a very similar body layout.
Yeah, but an orca is more dangerous.
Nothing is more dangerous than an orca. Yes. You could name any animal and then say, but the orca is more dangerous. Like, as long as we're saying not discounting natural environment.
Brown recluse.
I would still take my chances with the brown recluse over the orca.
But it's a spider.
Yes, and
Huntsman spider.
that one is harmless! Children play with it! I know it's scary looking, I wouldn't like touching it either, but it's literally a harmless
I have
spider.
so much respect for people in Australia.
I think if you grow up with that kind of stuff, it's different.
Yes. This is the reason why we can never visit Australia with my arachnophobia. It's just like, Marie, you want to get tortured.
Yeah.
You want to have experienced some pain.
Hippos are pretty dangerous, right? Oh, 100%. I would rather have to fight a lion than a hippo. I don't think there's any land animal more dangerous than a hippo, I would say. And I know the hippo is not really a land animal, but that thing is just pure muscle and hatred.
Like me.
Like you!
No, but... Ah, yeah, hippo.
Especially because they are so territorial that they just kill everything that gets close.
How's your fight going? I know I'm sitting right next to you, but how is the fight?
Gonna be honest here with you, it's not going great so far.
Oh, no,
I mean, he's half dead, but I'm running into big mana troubles right now.
Big
In the
mana.
US, deer cause surprising amounts of death. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that, but those are deaths because people probably are driving and then getting ramming their cars into stuff off the road and dying because of that.
Deer.
Yeah, it's always been like in Alaska, for example, moose are also causing a big amount of deaths because they're just so fucking huge and just running in front of car life.
But they're pretty. And if something is pretty, can hurt. No, okay. That's I know that's not true.
You don't want to finish your line of reasoning there, honey?
No, I don't want to.
You're done with the line of reasoning there?
By jumping in front of cars.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's the problem with deer. And I think that's why I'm not sure if I count deer as dangerous.
But still, still. I know they just go to, because light, oh, shiny lights, this is the road where I usually take. Oh no, a car!
How could this happen to me?
I made my mistakes. I like the Acklet.
I mean, the two animals that cause the highest amounts of human deaths every year are, first things first, of course, every small blood-sucking parasite that spreads diseases, aka the mosquito and probably ticks. But afterwards, I think the one that caused the most human deaths are dogs. Yeah.
Dogs?
Yeah.
Dogs.
Dogs can be quite dangerous. A lot of people underestimate how dangerous a dog can be.
Yeah, you know how much I am afraid of dogs.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Oh no, that thing only wants to play. Has a dog that's fletching his teeth, belling loudly, barely being held back by the leash.
The thing is, I don't even have a problem against dogs. I like them. I like them very much if they're with
But
other
they can be
people.
dangerous. That's the
Yeah.
thing. A lot of people only see them as pets and forget that they can be dangerous.
Did I ever tell you when I was 3 years old? I don't remember it, but my parents remember it. That a big dog bit me in the face.
No, you never told me that story.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm generally very uncomfy around big dogs.
Very fair, I would say.
I still have not a scar, but just a dent on my forehead. But I was like 3.
I never got attacked by a... Well, okay, let's rephrase that. I never got hurt by a dog, but around the time I became a teenager, for some arbitrary reason, dogs started to dislike me. Most dogs did, at least. Of course, not all the dogs, but for some reason, and I don't understand, because until then I really liked dogs. But at that point, dogs started to dislike me. Maybe my bodily odor changed or something like that. But every dog became really aggressive towards me. And at some point, some bloody fucking random dog chased me into the fucking woods, and my parents had to drive for 20 minutes to pick me up in the middle of a bloody forest. Because I had to run that far from the dog, so yeah.
Person's parents own 20 plus dogs? Wow. Damn,
cow.
boy.
Are they running a shelter or something like that?
Wow.
Because otherwise I would be very surprised about 20 plus dogs. Also Oracle.
Ah, yes, I'm sorry. I have to go into my deep voice. You have bested the shaman beast, Akrit. You have proven your force of will.
You need your glasses? Oh,
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
I should say that.
You have proven your force of will, as well as your bravery.
Oh, right. I need to continue.
I shall give you the aid, all the aid I can, and trust that you will use my gifts to save the sanctuary.
I will continue in a second, but they sell some of them, but at least 15 are pets.
Wow.
How can you afford that much dog food?
I mean, I'm happy with them with the 15 dogs. Wow. Cool.
I mean, if you...
What kind of dogs? It's just like,
let's assume
mixed-
2 people are
mixed breeds,
walking
or-
these dogs, then at least every person has to walk at least 7 to 8 dogs.
hey, they live in the dream. My grandpa got horses, you know that.
Okay, I mean, horses are an entirely different story, but that's a big... Honestly, I think 1 horse is easier to take care of than 15 dogs.
No,
No?
that's the reason why my grandpa had a very weak constitution. Because he was just working for the railway. And like his body, when I was a child, like very young, he joked that most of his bones were broken. All the time because there was like a horse that fell on him when he was using the horse, like he was driving it, but when he was out there riding with the horse, it fell on him. Then one time he fell from the horse, then other time it fell just on his leg, but his leg was shattered. And this was one of the reasons why he had chronic pain.
Lovely.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Let's go back to the oracle. I think that's
I
a
am
happier
so
story.
sorry. Nah, my grandpa was very happy with his horses, even when everything happened. He loved them so much. You can really see that because there was like one horse. It was called Amigo because his mother horse was called Amore, and he was just like, yeah, if it's called Amore, then her son was also gonna name something with an A. And Amigo was like his favorite. He really doted on Amigo, and he loved him so much. When I was like 8,
Just a quick break. Let's just get through the dialogue.
so sorry.
No problem. Everything's alright. I just want to get moving again, and then we can continue this topic.
No.
I guess we are not gonna continue the topic then.
Okay.
God dang it, woman!
I'm just a little creature. I'm just
Just
a little goblin.
It's my birthday.
It's my birthday. Let's go.
Yeah, please. The key lies hidden in the deepest point of the sanctuary. Once you have the key, you will know what to do. But to enter the deepest domain of the sanctuary, you will need to collect all of the sanctuary tokens that are hidden across the sanctuary.
Oh, the sanctuary token.
Yeah, please, you need all that. Like I said, didn't you listen? Huh? Didn't you
Oh!
listen? You punk! Didn't you listen, punk? To find the sanctuary tokens, you will need to travel to the most remote corners of the sanctuary. I can give you only one of the sanctuary tokens. Obtained sanctuary token. I know that there are another sanctuary token in the Sun Pillars, which lies west of the Blue Caves.
You could say this is our journey to the west.
I am crying, I am dying. Help me, please. is always like this.
That
And
is
I
true,
mean, I
I'm
love
always like
him,
this.
but still. No, it's fine. So I'm sorry, I need to read. That's all I can tell you. Come back here anytime if you wish to hear about his feats again.
What about the fact that you don't know anything about the token?
Yeah, that's
no, I
important.
think I'm
Honey.
cool.
It's important to know. He can't help you. Oh, sorry. I touched your mic.
The mic! It has been touched!
Oh no.
You touched my no-no mic.
I touched the no-no mic. I'm so
No, I
tired.
can't.
I'm so freaking tired. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's wrap it up pretty close, honey.
No, I'm sorry. I'm fine.
No, that I wanted to wrap up towards 11 as well, but let's just get through the
Yeah.
dialogue of the Oracle and see what else would be to do.
I'm going to. I'm using too much. I'm
Everything.
going on a tangent. Yeah.
Everything.
Go now. The fate of the sanctuary depends on you.
Alright then.
And that was everything.
And thus it has been spoken.
And he has also a carrot because it's important. If you're an oracle and just a ghost, a random ghost, a big boy ghost, then you just need a carrot, and then you just need a carrot. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry.
Everything's alright, huh? Oh, hey, what's happening? What's happening? We've got a follow! Major Nerd! Thank you for the follow! Glad you're
Hey.
enjoying the Chaos Couple!
Hey, welcome to the Chaos
Oh,
Couple.
this would be a good streaming duo nickname, the Chaos Couple!
We are the Chaos Couple.
The CC playing CCs. Quadruple C.
Oh my god.
So, what did I want to do?
Ba-ba-ba.
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 Okay, we just have
America.
to... America!
I love him so much, his baby.
Oh yeah. It's just a name that spawns comedy. That's one of the
Yeah.
best things I've learned as a streamer.
This is why I called my wolf Scenic.
Scenic!
I know he's not a hedgehog.
But he's gonna go feast!
Ah, that was loud.
You guys are hilarious. I had fun tuning in today. Thank you very much.
Nice,
Glad you're
nice.
enjoying the content.
Welcome to the Chaos
We
Couple, I
definitely-
guess.
We definitely need to do this more often, huh? This is so
I'm
much
open
fun.
for it if I have the
Oh, yeah.
energy.
Oh, don't worry.
Honey, you
Only if you are up for it.
Of course, baby.
So I
But
think.
thanks. My dude.
Oh yeah, I'm having so much fun today. I can
Yeah.
definitely say this has been the most fun stream for me in a while.
Aw, that's so cute.
No, it's just the truth, honey.
So.
So now you can continue your story over racehorses if you want.
Yes, my grandpa, he broke all the bones in his body. That's just so I'm sorry.
Or the bones.
Nah, my grandpa just loved them so much, and
think-
it was like it was basically a meme in our family because he was a very quiet man, and he was always just like whenever there was a family meeting, it was just like sitting in the corner for like the appropriate amount of time because you have to be proper, and then
What
when
is the appropriate amount of time?
1
to
hour.
Stick
look, there's stuff I know. This is stuff I know. This is stuff I learned.
Apparently,
This is my education, honey.
I
Fuck
believe
the
you.
school system. I just learned that. Yeah.
You learn for how long it is necessary to sit in a corner.
Yeah, that was always because I was always the one that was just like, no, I don't want to talk. I don't want to fucking talk.
And I guess you got it from your grandfather then.
Gonna be honest, it's really cool because I really love my granddad.
Quick question. Do you remember where I need to go to get to the Sun Palace?
Yes, it's in the Snowy Peaks.
Wait for
Motion,
the
motion,
Snowy
motion,
Peaks?
motion. Yes, yes, yes. You see that where it goes down there? La, 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 la. Just like.
Oh,
Where it goes down
right,
there.
because I can't. Okay, because I couldn't go past there last time because I didn't have the underwear.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Wait, I should probably check what the... Okay, continue the horse story.
Yeah, there's not much to tell.
Okay.
It was just like the appropriate.
No more horse story.
This doesn't work. Believe me, I tried it. You need to either have swim or you either have advanced flying. I
Fair
tried
enough.
it already. I tried it 10 times.
Tried so hard.
I
didn't
got so
get
far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh my god, my fucking emo days are catching up to me. They're just saying like, hello, remember me? Remember all the times you listened to fucking Bring Me the Horizon because you thought that was real metal? Nah, there is no real or fake metal, but you get my point. I was such an edgy child.
Everyone is edgy as a child, or rather as a teenager to be more specific.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as a non-edgy teenager.
Yeah.
You're either edgy or cringe. I was both.
Same.
Oh,
Yes.
ta 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 ta. And shortcut.
Yeah.
Why do you need that?
This is how you get the sound palace to the guy.
Oh wait.
I think he looks absolutely lovely. I think he looks really great. I love his character design.
I'm just wondering, should I not
And
be
his
able to
koi.
encounter the
His
guy?
koi
who
is the best thing
watched
about
the
him.
blue
I love.
leaves?
Oh, you were talking about something.
Yeah, and I was mostly wondering aloud because I did remember I did watch.
But the fucking koi, the koi is so funny because it's just called koi. It's just a flying fish. It's just a flying fish. It's so funny.
Because I just remembered that you did kind of have a chance to encounter the guy with the scorch egg beforehand, somewhere in the blue caves, didn't you?
With the you mean getting the scorch egg?
Yeah.
No, that's in the magma caverns.
No, you get it in the magma caverns, but you have to have a first encounter in the blue caves before he moves on, I think.
Can you please show me your quest log? Like the talk feature? Oh, yeah. Then you need to find him somewhere.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... Wait, do I know? You know what, let's continue here before we're doing anything
Welcome,
else.
Spectral Creeper. I assume this is your first time in the Sun Palace.
No, fuck you, Carl Tucker, you know nothing about me, you're not my real dad.
His name is Carl Tucker. I think?
Carl Tucker!
His name is Carl Tucker. I really understand it. It was just it's registered as Carl Tucker. What you seen before you is a perfectly organized, self-maintained biotope. His actual favorite.
I do actually like building biotopes as a hobby. It's really nice to have a little piece of nature that just works in your room.
It's so funny because sometimes I'm just like, he told me it's just like going into like the small, the green we have, like the little hoof.
Ah, okay, I know what you mean. What's
Hoof.
it called in English?
Blade.
Okay.
There's just a little, like there's, if you go up...
Honey, it's too late for new English words.
If you go up the way at the apartment, and there's a small place, and there's some small green, because green, and and there he's just like, yeah, I was getting on the green there. And it's so funny because it's very cute. Carl Tucker möchte mit uns reden. I'm sorry, I switched
Let's
to
go
German.
back to Mr.
Carl Tucker wanted to talk to us. I'm so sorry, I switched in German.
Everything's
So,
alright.
when the Monster Sanctuary was created, each of the 4 spectral familiars contributed to the sanctuary in a different way.
Oh, you don't say.
Yes, I say! The power of the wolf created the forests and mountains. The power of the toad created all the bodies of water. The power of the lion created the stronghold and all the other stone buildings of the sanctuary. How did the fucking lion do that?
Well, maybe he didn't do it. He was just lying about it.
Please help me, I'm trapped in here. He keeps me trapped. No, he doesn't.
Lastly, we come to the eagle.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Lastly, we come to the eagle's contribution, a miniature sun that grants light and warmth to some palace.
I mean, I would believe the lion building a fortress rather than the eagle creating a sun.
Funny, because I believe that the eagle created the sun more easily than the fucking lion.
Because you think about the eagle like a phoenix, but it's only a joke name I've given him. He doesn't have the fire element! He is wind and water!
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was. Oh, I thought he was really fire.
He doesn't have the fire
Who
element.
has fire then?
The lion.
Yeah, but they also have 2. I think he has sun. No, I think he has sun. He has fire. Because I think the toad has water and
Wait,
earth.
am I mixing things up?
Yes, you are mixing.
Alright, I'm mixing it up with 2. My bad. The eagle does have fire. My bad.
Yes,
I think.
You see? I'm right. I'm always right. He's gonna. He's angry. No, he's not. Ah! So, it's suspended at the top of the Sun Palace. Most keepers don't know, however, that the miniature sun purpose goes even further.
Here's lightning, which is plasma like the sun. Fair point.
Yes. Somebody gets it. The Sun Palace is meant to be a palace of sure.
Sun Palace is meant to be a palace? You don't say, Carl Tucker!
Carl Tucker. I just call him Carl Tucker now. He's my boy Carl
I think
Tucker.
Carl Tucker was the newscaster in Family Guy. Good evening, cohort. My name is Carl Tucker.
I
That
just
sounds
remember
familiar.
Tucker Carlson, like the racist guy on American TV.
You have to be a little more specific, like the racist
one
guy
from
on American TV. That describes like half the guys on American TV.
He's the very racist and weird guy on American TV.
I just told you to narrow it down.
He's also transphobic.
That still does not narrow it down. I would go as far as to say that probably 99% of racist guys are also transphobic.
Yeah.
I think that's a convergent group.
Yes. I'm sorry. The Sun Palace is meant to be a place of balance, an underground temple filled with sunlight.
He's more racist than most guys on American TV.
Yeah, I got that because I watched like some video from like some influencer or some like video essayist about it, about how terrible he is, and it was just like Carl Tucker. Oh yeah, Tucker Carlson. He's the racist man. I don't know much about him. I'm very sorry, but I know he's very racist. He's very homophobic. He's very transphobic, and of course.
All the things.
And he's very shit, basically. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I think if you're an asshole for one reason, you might as well be an asshole for all the reasons.
Yeah. But I believe you, my dude.
We need a racist American tier list.
Gonna be honest.
Next 3 money. They are
We're
giving
not
us.
American. We can't make this tier list.
Alright, I forgot you can only rag on people if you share their nationality online.
Yeah, of course. That's the only thing. Nah, but I would either watch that or create that myself. Gonna be honest.
Ultimate tier list then, though, because we are the ones that are allowed to put Hitler into S tier racism.
We live under the consequences of that shit. We have the right to tell. Everybody has the right to tell that he was a terrible
It's good
guy.
that if everybody tells it, otherwise it will be forgotten over time, which would be bad.
Which would be very bad. Yes, but the racist American tier list, gonna be honest, I would watch the shit out of any video that does that.
I love tier list content, it's so
Same.
fun. But it's in danger!
Oh, sorry, but it's in danger! I was just like, Tucker Carlson, my good old friend. No, he's not my friend. He's nobody's friend. Yeah. Stop that or I can talk.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm watching you. I'm watching.
Well,
Oh,
let's
fuck,
just-
it fell off again. Is it okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't matter if that thing falls off.
Yeah. The sunlight has been behaving strangely and believe that someone. Oh, that's wrong. I'm tired, my
Everything's
dude.
alright
I'm
then.
so tired. The sunlights have been behaving strangely and I believe that someone's been tampering with it.
If
If
the
the-
bell...
If the balance of the Sun Palace is destroyed, the entire sanctuary could be plagued with catastrophes like floods, storms, and earthquakes.
Not
And also-
earthquakes!
And also, having a bit of a darker sun. Have you think about that? If you think about that, it's always cloudy.
Honey,
It's very
honey.
bad.
We don't fear the dark sun, that's racist.
Which
Carl Tuckerson, we don't fear the dark sun!
how do you zoom again? Which one is the button?
This one. This is my zoom button. The funny zoom button. I love my zoom button. The zoom button was a little bit of work to implement, but I just loved this ability.
I love that you spend like a lot of time to do that because I'm sitting next to him and I'm mostly playing just my own shit, like playing Great Ice Attorney. I think at the time I was playing, and he's just like, I can do that and I want to do that. And it's very
Look at my button friends doing the fun.
It's very cute to see him just like, oh my god, I did that, and it's just like, I'm tired and I'm going to sleep, and he's just like, Marie, have you seen it? I did it, and it's so cute.
I hope you, as a spectral keeper, understand the severity and urgency of the situation.
Yeah, we should talk more
I think we're doing nothing but talking here, honey.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Meet me in the center of the Sun Palace. I've saved to save the evil sun. And Carl Tucker goes away.
Carl Tucker out!
Carl Tucker just goes. How late is it? Oh yeah, it's yeah, okay, it's fair. I've been awake since 5 a.m. I can be tired. It's fair.
Oh, that's totally fair. I don't plan on going too much longer anyway, so
That's fair.
it's alright.
I'm not the dark side.
A fun little story, by the way, about this area. The first time round I played Monster Sanctuary, I didn't really click with it. It took me a while to really get the game, and to be exact, it took me a second shot at the game, where I tried it for a second time because I was like, okay, I didn't really give it a fair shake last time round. So I went for it again, and the Sun Palace, was the area where I finally managed to fall in love with the game.
He told me that when I first went there. He told me that when I was at the Eagle Sun, where you have to like raise the elevator, basically the elevator. He told me that when I beat the boy at the Sun, he told me that when I left the Sun Palace and I went to the Ancient Forest, because I did the Sun Palace before the Ancient Forest. He told me that a lot, and I think it's very cute.
Yeah, but I think the very start of Monster Sanctuary, first things first, I love that it's very different from Pokemon in terms of combat, but the fact that it is so different from Pokemon makes it really hard to get used to at the start, because you're just so used to almost every creature collector being similar to Pokemon in terms of combat.
The thing is, I was clicking with it right from the start.
Yeah, but to be fair, you had my passive hype already.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I think that always changes a lot of things when
Yeah,
it comes to how you perceive stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's absolutely fair, honey.
And yeah, I think the next thing is, here is where they started to have more interesting creature designs, in my opinion.
I
Because
love
let's
the
be
Blade Widow. The Blade Widow is so cool.
Oh yeah, the Blade Widow is nice. I think the thing that really got me to vibe with it was the Wazuki, of course.
The Masuki. Yeah. I just got him in my team, and I just removed him from my team because I want to have one of the dragons in my team.
How dare!
Because the dragons are cool,
The
and
cursed snack abandons the cursed snack.
yes, I abandon my own because I am terrible. I am like a Black Widow. I eat my own.
And that, kid, is why snakes are, generally speaking, solitary creatures.
I mean, it fits me. I'm very much an introvert, even though I talk a lot. Maybe it's just because I have this, like, barrier between me, because I don't know if there are even... I know there are people, but I don't know if there are even people, because I can see the people on the other side, and this is why I'm just like, yeah, I can talk about whatever.
Just a little bit of an explanation for you guys out there. We are hiding our viewer numbers because I personally find it easier to focus on streaming when I don't constantly stress about viewer numbers.
Which
Because
is fair.
especially when you're a small streamer, it can be really disheartening seeing the numbers switch around from 1 to 0 and stuff like that. So please don't tell me the numbers at any point, just to be sure. I don't think any of you would do it, but I just feel better if I don't see my viewer count at any given point while streaming. I'll
Maybe-
check my stats afterwards, but not while I'm streaming.
Yeah, maybe that's also my thing, because I can't see how many people are here, and so I'm just talking. I'm just talking.
I'm just talking.
Just talking. Yeah, even showing my face. It's very.
Yeah, I'm very surprised about that, because you've been so worried about, but I'm very happy that you are getting more self-confident and stuff like that.
Hey, sometimes it works.
Also, you have a cute face.
Thank you. You also.
Thank you. I know that. Sorry.
Just an ego monster. He's just an ego monster.
Sometimes you gotta be an ego monster in life. Be
Hey,
nice to yourself, or otherwise no one will be. No, and don't say that about you. And
No. This was just like it reminded me.
Oh no! 6,000!
Fuck!
Oh no! 6,000 people are disappointed at once. What is this? My grandma's wedding?
Yeah. But thank you for updating. That's very important to hear.
Thank you for updating. Sadly, you did tell me the viewer count, so I need to perma-ban you. Sorry about that, but you had a good run. You had a good 2 hours here. And we appreciate you.
I really appreciate you and all you done. Bye.
Oh shit, I just noticed we lost the creature. When did that happen? Oh, no.
Absolutely fair.
I've never been here before.
You've been, bitch.
Not on this playthrough.
Okay, fair. Ninki Nanka is so... I died so many times. No.
The Ninki Nankas have
Foiled again.
foiled again! Oh, I
And I
love that you used the word foiled.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you, for your meddling ChaosCouple.
The meddling chaos couple.
I
Oh
like
god,
that.
we're losing this. We're losing this hard.
The first time I fought against the Ninki Nanka, I was dead. This is why I now have one in my team.
Fair.
Because I love it so much.
It's such a cool. I did have one for my first playthrough, and I think I built it horribly wrong. I don't remember what I built, but I'm pretty sure my build for it was utter trash.
Yeah, same. I think I still had my blob, my first blob, because I love him so much. His name is Bob. His name is Bob the Blob.
Bob
And
the
I was
Blob.
because I'm like that. I was just like, oh my god, his name
Honestly-
is Bob the Blob. It's so funny.
Honestly, Bob the Blob sounds like a Spider-Man villain.
Like the wall.
Oh god. Spider-Man has
There's
the
only one
worst
good wall.
supervillain. Here's a wall you will never crawl. But I think
I
we
saw
are
the
going to.
pictures and it was very cringe.
I think we are going to wrap it up here, though. I think we are gonna wrap it up.
Yes.
It's almost 11 p.m. in Austria, but I think we're gonna wrap it up now. But
We are
thank
tired
you all
children.
for tuning into this little, I think, unplanned experiment is the best way to call it. Because we really
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
plan on doing a couple stream today, but it somehow worked out that way.
Right.
Glad you all enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it, honey. I'm very happy that you had so much
Aw,
fun here.
I'm very happy that you. It was a great experience for you.
It was
I
really
can't-
fun.
I can't talk.
I really want to do this again.
Gonna be honest, I would be open for it. This is
Uh,
what I get. No, I'm very happy to see him excited.
Yes. So let's see if there is anyone online that we can raid the meantime. You can just talk when you.
Yeah, I'm just talking. It was fun. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, that's cute. Think about next time. No, it was very nice also that they have a great, it was fun stream. Oh, that's very cute. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't planned. I was just sitting there, just playing Monster Sanctuary, just trying to get to the Magma Caverns and get to Ashura.
Like we
but-
say in German, unverhofft kommt oft.
Yeah, if you don't expect it, it comes to you. So yeah, but I think I will be maybe a permanent addition. So yeah, I hope you all of course have a nice night, and I hope you all enjoy your. I think because for us it's a weekend, so I hope.
I think it's weekend for everybody, honey.
I don't know because of the time zones for me.
Think? What?
I don't know.
Well, it
I
should
just-
be Friday for everyone or Saturday for the Eastern people.
Yeah. So I hope you at least have a nice weekend, and I hope you can enjoy it.
I hope you will have. I hope everybody will have a nice weekend. So we are gonna raid somebody. We are gonna raid Pixelated Umbreon, a Temtem streamer that I'm watching. Not the same game as we've been streaming right now, but it's been a while since I last raided Pixelated Umbreon. So be nice to her, and I will see you around. I don't know when we will probably do a gorilla stream, but if you want to
Yes.
keep up to date, you know how to follow, you know my Twitter links down in the bio and stuff like that. And until then, see you around. Bye!
Bye.
Bye!
Bye,
And,
Chico
and there's the raid. And stop streaming.